sweet to me. You're so sweet to me. The things you're doing to my mind, I want you to do to my body. Giving me what I need. That's what you got to do. Giving me what I need. That's what you got to do. Giving me what I need. That's what you got to do. Giving me what I need. That's what you got to do. You're so sweet to me. You're so sweet to me. The things you're doing to my mind, I want you to do to my body. That's what you got to do. You're so sweet to me. You're so sweet to me. The things you're doing.
Yes, sir. What is the deal, man? Y'all here for a Turf and Rundown special, man. You know, it's been a minute since y'all heard that good funky music, man. But y'all back for another Turf and Rundown special. As y'all can see, man, we over here talking running backs, and I'm here with my guy, man. Unc, what's the deal with it, man? What's the deal?
Hey, man, I am excited, brother. I can't tell y'all how happy I am to finally get this show with my guy, man, my young gun, my nephew. We've been needing this talk for quite some time, man. We need to bring people back down to reality when it comes to this running back thing. And that's no disrespect to any of the other content creators. Shout out to all the other content creators. You know, they thoughts and you know their takes. This is just, for me, this is coming from a different place because you're talking from running back to running backs. Some boys that really did it at a high level and you know got receipts, man. I'm not trying, again, I ain't trying to cause no static with nobody. But yeah, we gonna get into it today because this stuff needs to be heard.
Yeah, I mean, and that's definite. You already know what it is, man. But before we get into any of that, right, you already know what's up, man. Chat lives matters, man. So let's go ahead and tap in with some of our people that was in the chat. I know I got my guy Dominique in the building, man. What's the deal with my guy, man? How you feeling? How you feeling, man? Raider Trey, man. What's going on? Much respect. Yeah, Cool Kev, what's the deal, man? What's the deal?
In the building.
What up, man? Who else we got? Raider Paul. What's the deal?
Paul's in the building.
Yes, sir. I know I saw prayers earlier. I know I started my chat thing a little late, so I know we got some chats I didn't get to that were before them chats. Yep. So salute to all my people, right? We got Gerard Pope in the building. Yep. What's the deal? Much respect. My guy iPanda, what's going on, man? Salute, SoCal Sal. Oh, that's Raider Trey. Hold on, SoCal Sal. What's going on, man? What's the deal? Tony Shepard, what's going on, man? I got my guy Jay, man. Shameless plug. Make sure you tap in, man.
That's the homie right there.
Shameless plug, man. Make sure you guys tap in with our show on Saturday mornings, man. Good morning, Raiders Talk, man. So make sure you guys tap in with that show on Saturday morning and tap in with the show tonight. He's got tonight, man. So make sure you guys go ahead and tap in with that. My guy Cool Kev says there is no honor among content creators. Look, one of these days, bro. It'll get aired out. You feel me? One of these days we'll air it all out. It is what it is. But as of right now, we keep it pushing, bro. We keep grinding as we do.
What you got to do? You're so sweet to me. You're so sweet to me.
There we go. Just a little glitch. Boom. Yeah, we back.
No, I got a call. My bad. I got a call.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. I gotta put my shit on mute.
What happened? I was like, yeah, this.
Nah, I gotta put my shit on mute.
Yeah, that went down.
Your boy, there's always work to be done. But
sure.
We here, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are hitting the subscribe button as well if you're feeling what you're hearing, man. As always. So
absolutely.
Today, man, y'all already see what's on the agenda, dog. We're gonna be tapping in with the running back class, all right, of 2025. We're gonna be really deep diving into it, right? So today we're gonna be touching on some Raiders a little bit, but we also gonna be discussing what can we do in the draft, right? What position should we select a running back? What running backs are we looking at selecting? It's going to be heavily based today, man. So make sure you guys tap in, right? And after that, we are going to be doing a turf and rundown mock draft, bro. Turf and rundown mock draft, man.
Oh,
hey, dog. It is going to be one of them ones. It's going to get spicy. We're going to talk that talk. So make sure you guys are liking it, sharing this out, man, because as y'all know, man, we bring y'all real content, none of that fluff shit, as y'all know. So as we keep it going, right, man, so let's start us off, right, with just a little bit of Raider news, right, just a little bit of Raider news. Let's talk about, if we keeping it on running backs, right, we made a signing. So let's talk about the signing of Raheem Mostert, right? Like, so what do you think that brings to the room, if you're looking at that signing?
I absolutely adore it. I think it's a fabulous situation for us. He brings that leadership, veteran, side of things that really is the real deal. I mean, he got receipts to show, right? I mean, it's very apparent the man can play at a high level and has played at a high level and recently. So I think he's coming in looking to make a name, in later history. Real talk. I mean, I know he's old. Let's keep it a beat. He's what, 34? 30.
Oh, no, I think you even giving him years. I think he's like 32.
32, 34, 33, something around there. But in any event, he's got a good 2-3 years left in him, particularly if he's not, the workhorse and
100%.
needing to be that person. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm seeing it as being a real good situation, I think. I mean, yeah, we got to dive into it, man. How many running backs do you think we're going to keep? Because I think we're going to keep 2 that's already on board.
Like already here?
I believe we'll have 2 that's on board. We adding Mostert, and I think we may potentially draft 2. Possibly 1 and maybe another veteran. I don't know, but I think we keep 5. We want to run the ball. Pete Carroll wants to run the ball. So, yeah, I think he's 3 of the 5 right now.
For me, that's definitely Mostert. People are like camp body. I'm like, I don't see camp body because he's done a lot. You know what I mean? Like in his previous stops. And the thing last year, I got to see what the injury was, but he didn't have that much wear and tear on his body. Barely got any carries last year. So even though he'll be 32, got to think, didn't have no wear and tear. Started getting carries towards the end of the year, but I think just got phased out of the offense a little bit. Yep. A-Chain is there, and he got an injury and started getting phased out of the offense. So don't have that much. What we know he brings, right? We know he brings a home run element to it. He does, right? Like if you give him that crease, right, in the zone schemes that I believe that Chip Kelly will want to run with Mostert, it's gonna be nasty, right? I feel like it'll be real nasty with Mostert. And I think he provides a home run element that we really didn't have last year at all. We didn't have that shit at all. So do I agree with you that I think Sincere gets kept? And I think your boy gets saved again, bro.
Thank you.
And it's crazy, dog. Hey, chat, bro. Y'all already know what it is, bro. Like it's very crazy when we talking about this because every show I know I always downplay Sincere, but just for some reason, bro, I think he gets kept, right? Because we got to add versatility to the room. And I heard, there was a rumor out there that Zamir's getting shopped, right? There is
Hey.
How we can get that off, who knows? I don't know if that's possible, whatever the case. But if he's getting shopped, okay, right? Like I would like that. I would like to get something. I don't know what the fuck we can get, but
I would love it. You like it? I love it.
Feel me? So I will say this does not bode well for your guy, Amir, right? On his chances of returning.
Yeah. That would be tough.
It's very tough. Too many veterans in the room. You already got a 30-year-old. We are in prime position to get a running back, like you said, 2. Possibly even pick one up off the scrap heap in the undrafted pile. Right? So it's like maybe even 3. So then it's like at that point, because you can go into camp with.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know how I feel about Lowry, nephew. Right. No, I agree. Uh-oh. I think you off, Rundown. I don't think you on. You went off. I can hear you. I don't know if can y'all hear Rundown? Because I can hear you totally fine, but I just noticed that you off camera. Do you see it? Yeah. You off. So maybe you need to come back in. I don't know. Yeah, I can hear you. So I don't think they can hear you. Yeah, the rundown disappeared again. It might be your internet connection, bro. Yeah, just come back in. Just go out and come back in. See what happens. Yep, technical difficulties can happen. See, there we go. Right back in
But
yeah,
I don't know. For me, I mean, who are you keeping if it wasn't for Amir? I mean, I'm not Amir, but if you're gonna keep Sincere, who else are you gonna keep? If it's gonna be anybody left from the roster,
I mean, I'm dropping everybody. I think is Abdul. Because of special teams and the fact that he can come in and play as a fifth person, if you will. He's trustworthy. You know he can get the job done. Then you got Sincere.
Right.
You're pairing with, Mostert right now, and that is your 1-2 punch. I mean, and that's the beauty of them being a 1-2 punch. They both can be 15 to 20, carry guys that can really complement each other because they both have the ability to play both styles. That's the other thing I love about both of them. They'll run you over, but they'll shake you too. So that's a nice combination without even grabbing a couple of rookies that may even shake that up. Depending on, if you now go out and get one of these big guys, you get like the kid from Texas Tech, the bowling ball, or somebody like the kid from Kansas, and just a big back, that old school Eddie George type back. To now, you know what I'm saying, paired with again are guys that, let's keep it real too. They haven't played a full season in a while, right? That's Moser and my guy Sincere. So, you see what I'm saying? You see where I'm starting to see how this running back room shapes up. And if two out of them go down, now you got Amir that can step in with, the horse.
Right.
Then you still got a person to draft, man. We still need a fifth wheel. You see what I'm saying? You still need a fifth wheel with where I'm at with it. You got Moser and Sincere side by side with a rookie back that we pick up, whether it be a bruiser, whatever the case may be, with Amir. Mainly special teams, but in the wing. Wow, we still got somebody else to go grab. So, I mean, I like what we're seeing right now in that running back room.
Yeah, I agree. For me, I'm just excited for the draft. I'm ready to see who we can add. That's the thing, right? Like, I'm ready to see who we can add, because right now I think there's nothing really you can do as far as the running back room to, make it exponentially better. I don't think there's nothing you should do, honestly, to the running back room. No trades. Nope. For me, I'm glad we didn't pay Najee Harris. Yeah, that didn't put too much fear into me.
Nope.
Yeah, so I was cool with what we did. Now to the draft. This is where I think it get heavy for us, right? Now everybody, we already got one in the chat, right? There's already one in the chat. You already know what I'm talking about. So where do we start, right? Because if we go to the draft, everybody, right? We obviously know we need a running back. Let's ask the chat, right? Yeah. I want to see if there's a way I can vote. Let's ask the chat.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Majority rules, bro. Yeah, majority rules. Do we go with the first round running back, which is Jeanty? And if that's the case, and if majority of y'all say that, then Unc and I are going to break down. Okay, then what does that mean? Right? Why do we agree with that decision? Do we not agree with that decision? And if they do make that decision, what would it mean going forward? If y'all choose the other way and say, nah, we should probably go for a later round running back, now we start discussing prospects on that side, where we should get them, what round we should get them in, who we like, things of that nature. Now, we're going to discuss both sides regardless, but we're going to let y'all decide which one we start with. You feel me? So, boom. That's the rundown. That's the lay of the land. So, let's go ahead. Let's see where we at right now, man.
Yeah, I'm going to put that up on, I'm going to make a poll for us. Hold on, let me see. It's basically what we want to make it.
For basically, it's Jeanty. You pick Jeanty or the field. That's because everybody know where we're going, bro.
Or it's gonna be Jeanty or other, right?
Jeanty or other. That's the poll, man. Go ahead, tap in with the poll. Uncle's gonna make it, man. And we gonna let y'all decide where we start, man. As far as our draft talk with these running backs, bro. Where we start?
Right. Enable poll.
While he getting that together, bro. While he is getting that together, hope everybody's straight, man. How everybody day, bro? What's going on with everybody, bro? Hope everybody's good. We got how many days till the draft, bro?
Yeah.
What is it?
I can't wait.
It's like 30 something. 30 something days left to the draft, bro. So whatever we do, I know I'm probably not going to the draft. So if that's the case, y'all already know what time it is. I'm gonna be on YouTube. And we are going to be going crazy. Draft night. Of course, I'm going to have Baby run down here. Might have Papa run down on stream. Turf. Of course, we'll pop in. You already know what time it is.
Absolutely.
Any other TRS member, we are all across live, jumping shows, doing what we do. Right? Y'all know what it is, bro. So,
real quick, that poll is up. So all you got to do in the chat, put in the chat 1 if your pick is Jeanty at 6, or put 2 if it's other. 1 or 2. Let's get started. Let's see where we go with it.
All right, 1 or 2, man. 1 or 2. Put it in, man. That's 1 for Jeanty, 2 for other, which is the field, which is we go for a later round running back, man. So put your votes in for the poll, man.
Put them in.
Excuse me, man. Let me go get some damn water, boy.
Yeah, do your thing, man.
Tree kicking my ass, boy.
There we go. Now we starting to see the poll heat up. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. All I can tell you guys is I have a lot of reasons as to why I don't go for Jeanty. If I'm going to go for a running back in the first round, he's got to be a complete guy. And I know that's going to sound crazy. I'm going to even give y'all that, right? Because I have to elaborate and I have to give more context. But if I'm going for Jeanty, I know that he needs a compliment. So, in our situation, I mean, do we have a compliment? Yeah. I'm sure we all could say, I've already rattled off the names that we have. They absolutely could compliment each other. But
all right. Yeah. I'm looking at the poll, man.
It's real deep.
Yeah. Hey, Jay already know what time it is, bro. You already know
it's real
right.
Deep, bro. Yeah. I don't see much chance. Yeah. I appreciate the crowd today. Yeah. Y'all know what y'all talking about.
That's factual, bro. Y'all already know what it is. So we starting with 2. We starting with the later round running back then, if that's the case. And if that's the case, man, then let's get to it, bro. Let's start with it. So for me, I'm feeling like we should probably be picking one. It's probably maybe the 3rd round if that's what you want to go.
Yeah.
Right. And just because you might want to see what BPA looks like in the 2nd round, right? Like just to say, like, all right, bro, like it's some because teams might draft stupid in this draft, right?
Yeah.
I just have this feeling that a team might draft stupid in this draft.
I agree.
So for me, I'm feeling like we might be able to snatch a player like we did last year with JPJ, right? Snatch that JPJ, and then from there, see what we get in the 3rd round, which I still think might be a good running back. But you do got to see how the board falls. But I definitely think the 3rd round.
Might be in the 3rd round.
3rd. 3rd is where I'm looking at for sure.
You're getting some Pro Bowlers in the 3rd round this year, ladies and gentlemen. And I ain't talking about just running back. I'm talking about across the board defensively. I won't say offensively too tough, but without a doubt, this draft defensively in the 3rd round, you are going to get some zingers. Please believe it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm absolutely excited. Just Raiders baby got that guy out. Yeah, he had to go, stop himself from choking. My guy Tony Chef in the building. T-Mac, salute Brian.
Not technically. You can start us off. Where are some guys that you kind of feel be in that range that we could kind of target
at running back? It's gonna depend on what type of running back do we want in this situation. Do we want a bruiser, right, or do we want somebody that's a scat back, somebody that's more smaller in stature, because it matters. 1 second, let me pull up the
It does matter. In my mind, right? Because when we got Mostert, I'm like, okay, well that's a home run threat, kind of, right? You don't want to give him too many carries per game. So I'm kind of looking at a guy with a bigger body, bigger frame, right? That kind of fits in the room better. So I'm hoping maybe like a Caleb Johnson falls.
You just hit it right on the head. Caleb Johnson would be
that'd be one, and then we can kind of compare stats. And of course, we're not gonna come empty-handed. Caleb Johnson be one, but of course, if we want to make the connection with the Ohio State, I know a lot of people like Henderson, but I just feel like Judkins fits in the room better.
Right. Absolutely.
He's a better compliment.
I'm not going to say he fits in the room better. Now he does. See, this is where. Now look.
I thought he fit in the room better regardless. You know me. I was always talking about severe,
to an extent, but this is where me and you, right? We can have reason and logic, and it makes sense. I, for one, who have I always been saying I wanted from Ohio State?
Was it Henderson?
It was Henderson, but that was pre-getting Moser.
Right.
Moser is Henderson, but just a vet. He's got the wheels that we're looking for, and that from that respect, he's world-class speed, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if y'all know that. I don't care how old you are. When you got world-class speed, you got world-class speed. So that's where I can tell y'all I'm absolutely going to say that Rundown is 100% correct that Judkins complements this backfield way better than everybody else from that small stack. Like, Jeanty doesn't complement this backfield. That's number one. You're looking at the big boys, man. You're looking at the Judkins, the Caleb Johnsons, the Omari and Hamptons, but Hampton won't be there in the third round. He won't be there in the second.
No. Now that's what I'm saying, right? Now, what if he's there in the second and you look around, you're like, oh, shit,
no, you take him. You
feel me? Like he's the best motherfucker here. So you're like, you might have to do it, right? You might have to do it. Hold on, let me close my door because we about to get loud. Now we talking.
We starting to get into it, huh? No, you're right, man. And let me say, shout out to the
now we talking. Now we talking.
Corey Campbell, we love you too, bro. Real
hey,
talk.
shout out. So now we talking. So look, so and appreciate everybody, man. There's much love to everybody that's here, bro.
It's mad.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I got to give the rundown stats, right? As we do my nerd rundown stats. So of course you look at the frame, 6 feet, 6'1", 225, right? That's good frame. Yeah. I like that, right? Already. Now when he was at the combine, right? Let me see now the 40. I don't know how much the 40 matters to you, but we can, at that size. What would you like to see him run as far as his 40? And
you talking Johnson, right?
Yeah, Caleb Johnson.
I want to see him still in the 4.5 range.
4.5.
And at that 4.5, 6'1", 224, he is absolutely something that would benefit.
Okay, so look right there. His 40-yard was a 4.5. 40-yard was a 4.5. So
that's what he ran at the combine. He ran that at the combine.
That's what he ran at the combine. So this is his actual weight and height listed at the combine. 6'1", 224.
Damn.
That's what he is. And then his 40-yard was 4.5, right? So you would like look at that and at his thing, you're like, all right, that's whatever. But he's like when you watch him, the motherfucker's a smooth glider. You know what I mean? So it's like it's this speed. So you don't really know kind of how fast. So you look at the film, he's like, bro, dog, he's pulling away from motherfuckers though.
Right.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Everybody can say it's slow, but when I watch the games and I'm watching the film, I'm like, dog, he's pulling away from people. So
Yes.
it's kind of hard for me to say he's slow. I'm looking as soon as he starts to get go, bro. Like, if he gets going, it's a wrap. You feel what I'm saying? Once he gets level and nobody has touched him yet, or he's going to break contact, we're gonna get into the stats of how much he's break contact. But just looking at his measurements and all that, how do you feel, Turf? Just hearing the measurements and now hearing the splits or hearing the 40-yard dash.
I think he's a perfect fit. I think that is the type of running back we need. We need a big guy. We need somebody that's going to grind on the defense. Somebody that can take 15 hard carries. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? No shake and bake. You know, no side to side, straight up downhill running and punishing defenses and, you know, making those defenders tired. That second wave and secondary. These big back people don't like to tackle these big guys. Just ask any of them about Derrick Henry. They just don't tackle. They just don't. I mean, we see it in our own secondary. I mean, Jack Jones. How many times we get mad at that? So it's something that you gotta have, in my opinion. And all the successful teams have at least one back, even if it's their every down back. He's got some sense of bruised style to him.
And so, like, and that's what I'm saying. I love when you say that. And this is when, the numbers and the stats, they back up that claim, right? When you look at Johnson in the first quarter, right, of his games in 2024, he's averaging 4.6 yards a carry, right? In the first quarter. Guess what he's averaging in the fourth? He's averaging 8.3 in the fourth.
That's wild.
He had 4 touchdowns in the first quarter. In 2024, in the fourth, he goes to 7 in the fourth, right? That's what he has. So now, you're looking at his second half numbers, right? In the first half of games, he had 714 yards, right? Total, 8 touchdowns, and averaged 5.5 yards a carry. In the first half of games.
Right.
In the second half of games, he had 823 yards, 7.4 yards average per carry, and had 13 touchdowns in the second half. And guess what, Turf? In the first half, he had 129 carries. He only had 111 carries
in the second half.
So he had less carries in the second half than he did in the first half.
Right.
And still was able to outgain the yardage and the touchdowns.
It proves what I'm saying. It absolutely proves what I'm saying, that, because, see, I can understand this, guys, because that is the running back that I was. I was decent in the first half, but the second half, you done. Because I was playing like it was the first half. And, I didn't have no crazy shakes. Again, and that's what I'm saying. I don't have any ill will when I'm talking about these guys. Because I can tell you all of where I lacked. And one of the biggest things was wiggle. That's how I knew I wasn't going to the league. Because I know I was about to take that punishment and be out in 2-3 years because I didn't have no wiggle. I was a one cut and go type running back. You know what I'm saying? Downhill, run you over, run through you. And then I could run around you, just not like a back of my size needs to in the NFL. Again, 5'9", 205 pounds. I need shakes. I was not Emmitt Smith. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could go on and on about styles.
And see,
yeah, go ahead, jump in.
And I don't even want to cut you off, Turk, because you gave me something, right? Because it's like I sympathize with a player like Caleb Johnson, because I'm not, I'm not saying I'm not no 225, but I'm 6 feet, right? You feel what I'm saying? So like the 6 foot running back at times, right? Like sometimes when you do shit and you don't have the crazy shakes, you're just a smooth athlete, like which I was. Like that's kind of like what I wasn't. Y'all know I don't be talking about it all the time, but it's like I'm just more the smooth, right? I don't have crazy shakes like you said. I don't have more, but it's like.
Yeah.
You can test all you want. I can go to all these camps. I can do all these things. But when you watch the game, bro, am I pulling away from people? Am I making my right reads? Am I making my right cuts? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Then at that point, bro, like, you know, I feel like sometimes those things do get overlooked at the running back position at times.
Yes.
Like, you know, it's like,
absolutely.
well, sometimes a motherfucker's just a football player. You feel what I'm saying? It's like sometimes he's just a running back. Sometimes a running back is just a running back. Exactly. And it's hard to explain that, bro. Like, it's hard to explain that, but sometimes it's like, dog, he's just a natural running back. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel about Caleb Johnson, to be honest.
Yes, I agree. And I'm no way, shape, or form saying I'm anything like him. You know, he's 10 million times better than I was, but we had the same style. You see what I'm saying? It's right. Literally had the same style. He don't have shakes like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not one of these smaller guys. You know, he's not a Dylan Sampson, right? I mean, there's a couple of these small guys, you know, the Tootin kid from Virginia Tech, who I am very interested in. See, a lot of people been talking about him. It's crazy. Yeah, he could be that fifth wheel. You know what I'm saying? That because that fifth wheel could go either way, and if we get a talent like Johnson, forget about it, bro. Right? Because if you got him, now you got Mostert, who really truly can go either way. He's a big dude. He's over 6 feet, and then you got my guy, Sincere. Man, I'm just telling you, it's real, bro. It's real. He can really fill out the room, man. Because it's like if you do grab a guy like Caleb, now you got the big body, right? Now you got the guy who's going to go ahead and be that guy you can give maybe 20, 25 carries to if he shows that, right? Like if he shows he can get the 25 thing, then this is where we at, right? So we can definitely do that. But we got to fill out the room. Right, we definitely have to fill out the room. I think that is one of the things that I'm looking at. So now if we go off Caleb Johnson, Judkins would be the next one. Oh, by the way, and we're gonna bring up a crucial stat, but we're gonna bring that up later. We're gonna talk about that later, and that's securing the rock. We're gonna talk about securing the rock. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be a real conversation. We're gonna talk about that a little later. But also, now we go to Judkins, right? That'll be my next thing. So I know you talked about it. You changed your mind. You had to change your heart as well about you know what he brings. So how are you feeling on that? I mean, again, he's another one that fits. It's a perfect piece to the puzzle right now. You know, based on what we have in the current backfield as far as who I'm expecting to keep. I got one question. Does anybody think we're keeping Laube? You know what I'm saying? Does anybody really think that? I'd be shocked if he makes the practice squad. Am I tripping? I mean, how y'all feel, chat? Y'all feel like Laube can stay? You know what? You know how I feel like he stays? Special teams value, bro. That's the way I feel like he stays, bro. If he provides special teams value, and you think he's gonna do special teams better than Amir Abdullah, you're gonna keep him over Amir. I know that's what they. I think that's what they did. I think that's what they did. Okay, so it's like, hey, let's see what he does, right? Let's see if he can overtake that role. I mean, he did it in college, bro. So I mean, they might like him. They might have watched some tape. I mean, who knows? I mean, I guess I wouldn't mind. I don't see him getting any run. I don't see. See, that's the thing. I honestly, with this backfield that we're about to have, I don't see Amir Abdullah getting any run. I see Sincere and Mostert fighting for you know what I'm saying, supremacy. Number one back that's getting most touches, while the rookie just gets acclimated to the game. That's my thoughts. Yeah. See, this is I can see him getting cut. I'm not gonna be mad. Like, if he gets cut, he gets cut. It is what it is, right? Like if Laube gets cut, it is what it is. But I mean, let's how about this, man? We could put up a poll. Yeah, let's do it. Another poll.
Let's ask this: who are you keeping between Zamir or Lauby? So Zamir White or Lauby? That is the question, because we're not even talking about Zamir White, right? But we brushing that off to the side.
Right.
We're not even saying nothing about that. So I mean, who are y'all keeping, bro? Zamir White, or y'all gonna keep Dylan Lauby? And out of the two, bro, that's a tough decision. I would cut them both, honestly. But if you had to ask me, it would be Dylan Lauby for me. It'd be Dylan Lauby.
Absolutely, it's no question from me.
At least he brings special teams value. You know what I'm saying? So can't be too mad at that.
Right. All right. I think it. Let me double check and look. Should be up. Yep. The poll is up, ladies and gentlemen. The poll is up. Click number 1 if you're keeping Zamir, or click number 2 if you're keeping Lauby. In the chat.
One for Zamir, two for Lauby, man. One for Zamir. How you feeling? Let us know, man. Let us know. As we do that, man, I'm gonna bring up some of the people in the chat.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on.
Y'all give me a second. I'm getting that in.
That one, Space Beast. Put one up in. I mean, 2. Yeah, put that 2 in there if you're keeping Lauby.
That 2. Click that 2. 1 or 2 in the chat. 1 or 2 in the chat.
If I had to pick between these two,
yeah, it's a must choice. Trust me, like it's like gun to your head choice. Because I think we all know, like we probably would cut them both, to be honest.
Right, exactly. Wow, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little
sweet.
It's weird, yeah, because I don't see. My thing is this: I feel like Zamir got a raw deal. I don't think he's completely just useless. I don't see it. Lauby, I think he needs a ton of work. He'll never be anything that is like, he's never going to be that 10
I've come to the conclusion, like Zamir can't, he wouldn't even be able to find his shadow. My man wouldn't even be able to find his shadow if that motherfucker went wide open in the hole, man. That shit, like, bro, that vision is terrible, bro.
It
the
is.
Vision is terrible.
I agree.
He be running into people all the goddamn time. You know what I mean? Like, I want somebody more smooth, more fluid, and I think this ain't even. I mean, Chip can evolve and adapt to whatever system, so it's not like that's not that issue, but it's more of like. I just want more explosive, or I feel I just want better explosiveness, quickness. Let's say that. Quickness.
I'm with you. I understand. We want all of it. We want better decision making. we want better, ball control.
Yeah,
we still haven't gotten into it yet.
That's the next thing, bro. Then that's what? Oh my God, what was the crucial thing last year with the running backs, bro? What did they do? And chat, you can let us know. What was one of the crucial issues with our running back room last year, bro?
Yep. Couldn't
hold on to the ball to save their lives, bro. None of them. Whoever we put in. Fumble. Everybody fumbled in the room, bro. So that's a problem that needs to get fixed within that room.
Yep.
Huge problem that's already in the building. And so now we're gonna talk about that as we continue. Right? So now, who else we want to look at, man? Judkins is the next one we can look at. But I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna need another poll. I know I'm putting you to work.
Yeah, this one is done, so I can already put this one.
But
yeah, we can go
now. If we're in the third round, and the choice presents itself between Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins, who are you taking? That's the poll, man. That's the poll. Judkins or Henderson?
Judkins or Henderson.
If we are sitting in the third round, right, and we got our choice of the Ohio State running backs, who y'all want? Now my dog is going to Space Beast said ran into the backs of men. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's true though.
Yep. Yep.
It's crazy, but it's true. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the poll is up. Judkins or Henderson? Number 1 for Judkins, number 2 for Henderson. Who are you picking?
There you go. Who y'all taking, man? 1 for Judkins, 2 for Henderson, bro. Where we gonna be at, bro? If we sitting in the 3rd round, put your GM hat on.
Yep.
Who y'all taking? What we doing? Let's see the poll, man. So
Click on that one, Assassin Creed. Click on that one. Shout out to Assassin
Creed. Click on one in the chat. 1 for Judkins, 2 for Henderson. But
SoCal Sal got it popping.
Oh, okay. We already got it. We 50-50. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna put mine in.
All right. Yeah, shit. I'm putting my vote.
Exactly. I need my vote up in there.
My vote in.
And hey, ladies and gentlemen, real talk. If y'all look at any of our previous conversations about Ohio State running backs, I always talked about that number, Trey Deuce, number 32. Right?
It's tough. It's a tough.
And it was who I always wanted until we went out and got Mostert. Once you get a guy like Mostert, I'm happy with getting the Bruiser because Mostert is going. If you think the Bruiser is going to get better, see, that's the other thing about Mostert. He gets better in the second half, and I bet you if we pull those stats up, that'll probably hold true. Because he breaks them. He's a home run hitter, ladies and gentlemen. Again, world class speed. You can't give him a crease.
Right.
So, go ahead. Pairing him up with a Bruiser, boy, that's
100%, bro. You know me, Turf. From the beginning, I've always said, like, that's the guy I want. Like, from the beginning, right? You know, we was even in the chat, in our group chat, you know, me and Severe go back and forth. Severe like Henderson, but I'm always like, bro, I like Judkins. I just, for some reason, to me, he has that like build of a running back that I'm like, yeah, I can make him into a guy, right? Like, so if I'm going to his measurements, check it out: 6 feet, 221, right? Ran a 4.48 and had a 1.5 10-yard split at the combine, 38.5 vertical jump, 11-foot broad jump. So,
bro, that is
measurements. Monstrous. I like the measurements.
That's monstrous. That's outlandish.
Dog, 6 feet, 220, running a 4.4.
That's
outlandish. I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day. I'll take that shit all day, bro. And I get you. I get you, Dixon. If they take either one, you feel me? I'm not gonna be mad at either one. But if I have my preference, if I'm gonna put my GM hat on,
right,
I'm taking Judkins, bro. Like this right here is crazy. And I said it in the show previous, right? And then you kind of take off too. But he reminds me of when we got Josh at a time. Now obviously it's different because Josh is different. I'm not saying the running styles. I'm not saying the running styles are the same either. But what I'm saying is, right, when we got Josh, there wasn't a lot of wear and tear because he was splitting the carries at Alabama. He wasn't really the main guy, bro. Like with Judkins, he was splitting the carries with Henderson. So to a degree, we not getting too much wear and tear. He only had 194 carries last year, Turf.
Yes.
And still had 1,000 on that. But either way, he only had 194 carries. So,
bro, that's what I've been. Again, this could be a long show because there's so many intricate details on what needs to be talked about, and those carries matter. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Man. Those carries matter just like mileage on cars. It's the easiest way to put it. And when you put 100,000 miles on the car, right, in 2-3 years, which in my opinion is the equivalency of putting 330 carries on a running back at any level at any point in time, you definitely putting some kinks in the engine. You definitely taking some years off that life. And there's no reason to give a running back that kind of work in this day and age. And I mean, y'all can go do the homework for yourselves. You don't have to believe Turf. I already did this homework. There's very few dudes that could give you 300 carries a year on average, if you will. I mean, there's only 3 that I know of that did it 8
no.
or more consistently. So
that like do it consistently, like nah. Now, you know, I'm looking. So I didn't bring this up before, so we'll bring this up now. With Caleb Johnson, he didn't have that much workload in his previous years before 2024, right? So. And yeah, I think he's a senior. What is he? No, he's a junior. He's a junior. So he only had 151 carries in 2022. 2023, he only had 117. I don't know, something happened in 2022 or 2023. I don't know what happened. But then even in this one, this is when his workload got up with 240. But then again, like you looking at his career, like it's like he didn't really have that much workload. And he only the highest total he had was like 35 carries one time, but that was only once. So then after that, you're looking at like 20, 25, 20, 14, whatever. Regular numbers, right? Like that's whatever. And then he had 1,500 yards on 240 carries, so that's good, right? But now we're looking at Judkins. And this is still like what averages out too. Now you look at him, his highest, he had 194, like I said, but the highest total, and that's really because they played extra games. Right? Like he had extra games. The highest total he had in the regular season as far as carries is 15. He had 15 carries in a game. So it's like he's only averaging like 13 carries per game for real. Right. In college, bro. 13 carries. And even in the 13 carries per game, he's averaging 5.5 yards. So very good to see. I like them averages. You know what I'm saying? Oh, 5, I love that. Feel me? I still like that. And really, you know, he showed his ass in that Notre Dame game. I ain't gonna lie, he killed them in that game, bro.
It was crazy, bro.
That championship game. Shout out to our guy Leo. Shout out to Sacktown Raider Mike, man. But yeah, he killed y'all that game, bro. He did his thing. I ain't gonna lie. So, I
mean, the poll says
for that, bro. I'm with him. So.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the poll says 60-40, man. It's held pretty tight, 60-40, which is it's honestly closer than I expected, you know. But then again, I did notice some people were just now realizing, right, and saying, yeah, I forgot about Mostert's style. Oh yeah, you know, they kind of the same, right? Henderson's versatile, like so
that's what I'm saying.
It's gotta you gotta think about that one, man. It's you know, initially it might be a knee jerk, like, oh yeah, but then when you start to really peel that onion back and look at the running back room as it currently sits, it's tough to say.
And this is why we want to have this show too, because it's like these are things that some people are probably already highlighted, but at least we want to highlight where it's like this is where Telesco took the missteps last year, right? And just piecing together whatever the fuck. And even though last year, Turf, we are still standing by what we said with the Josh Jacobs stuff. Right. What everybody likes to laugh at that, right? But what else did we say? Right? Whatever. They like to forget the other part. The other thing we said was, well, we got to compliment the room too. We can't just draft whatever.
Exactly.
Right? We said that multiple times, bro. We're like, all right, well, yeah, we're going to let him go. But at the same time, there's calculated plans on the like, all right, bro, like we're going to get some talent in here still. We're not just going to draft whatever. It's not like it is what it is, but be calculated on what you did. Yep. With Telesco, he sat there and he tried to just do whatever, recreate Austin Eckler or whatever he tried to do. And then that didn't work.
No.
This year, bro, you have to be calculated in the moves. There are guys this year you can definitely target and say, all right, we can get this guy and he complements the talent within the room, right? So like with Mostert, I said it multiple times, if he's your starter going into it, you fucked up.
Yes.
Right? Because the guy, plain and simple, some people are like, oh, this is a terrible move. This is garbage. Why would you get him? He's 30-some years old. Right. Guy, he shouldn't be starting because whoever we draft should be numero uno.
Right.
That should be numero uno. If I get Judkins, I expect him to be RB1 or 1A.
Correct.
Right? Mostert could be 1B. Mostert's 1B and he comes in for spells. And now I'm still looking at this type of carries where he's getting 15, maybe 20 carries per game. And I'm looking at Judkins and I'm looking because Chip Kelly said he want to run the ball, right?
Right.
Maybe Judkins gets 15. Maybe Mostert get himself a nice little 8 to 12, right? Something like that. But we're running the ball. consistently, but we're giving them 2 different doses. But whatever the case, bro, if it's gonna be a room, it's gonna be a room. And that's what we didn't do last year, bro. Like, if we're gonna do a rotation, bro, it's gotta be a rotation. We can't just piece together whatever the fuck in the room and say like, oh, there we go. Like, it's gonna mix and mangle. Like, no, it's not, bro. You gotta, if we're really going to commit to the fact that we want to running back by rotation and committee type of room, then okay. If I'm gonna do that, then I'm throwing every type of tool I can, bro. If I'm Batman, you think this nigga only got one type of motherfucking batarang and the goddamn belt? No, it's multiple. It's different. Yeah. I'm gonna throw something at you for this villain. I'm gonna throw something at you for this or this situation. That's what we got to do, bro. That's what it is. So I think as of right now, we are on the right track to that. I like the room so far, but it's got to get completed, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely got some work, right? It's got some work that's absolutely needed in every way, shape, and form. I just think we're in good shape. I think we're in a whole lot better shape already than we were last year, honestly. But the thing is, we still have people around, right? We still have Lobby around. We still have. They let Madison go already, right?
Yes.
Right.
He's gone. I'm
pretty sure he's gone. There's no more Britton Brown. Nobody on the practice squad, right? So,
I want to point out because somebody did ask this, and not to cut you off, but he did have over 200 carries. At Ole Miss, right? He did have over 200 carries at Ole Miss the 2 years previous when he was at Ole Miss. Had 1,500 yards his first year. Goddamn. Still has 16 touchdowns, 15 touchdowns. But regardless of it, I'm looking, and even with that, even when he decides to still go in a split backfield, he still gets over 1,000 yards. So, impressive.
That is impressive. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say to that.
That's impressive. I like that. I do like that. So we go there. I mean, now some other guys we may be able to look at, right? Some other guys we might be able to really hone in on. So you brought up the guy from Virginia Tech, right? What do you like about him?
I like his elusiveness. I like the fact that.
And who we talking about for people who don't know?
Yeah, we're talking about the kid. Let me make sure. I always say his name wrong. That's the other reason why I want to make sure I get it right. It's hard to even. I don't even know how to pronounce his first name. It's Basul. I want to say it's Basul. Bhayshul. Tuten. Tuten. Yep.
Right. Tuten. Okay.
So, I mean, his stats ain't, nothing crazy to write home about, but it's not horrible either, right? I mean, you're talking about a kid that, I don't know where he was his first 2 years. He must have been in a junior college, or I shouldn't say junior college, but he wasn't at Virginia Tech. And I mean, this is no knock. I'm just saying it doesn't show Virginia Tech. It just shows where, he played in 2021. Only had 37 attempts. 2022, though, he had 208 attempts, 1,300 yards, averaging 6.6. So for him to have that, and they don't have the school, I mean, it doesn't mean it wasn't a D1 school. And for all I know, if we did the research, it probably is, But the very next year at Virginia Tech in 2023, he had 173 carries, right, for 860 yards. Averaging 5, and then 2024 is last year, 183 carries for 1,159 yards and 6.3 average a carry. The kid's got it. It's the numbers.
That's impressive. I like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. He is a small guy, but again, see this is the thing that I don't think.
Yeah, 5'11", 209 would scare me.
And hey, bro, but what is Jeanty's size? Do people realize Jeanty is 5'8"? 210 pounds.
Yeah, we gonna get into that. We gonna get into
5'8".
But yeah, for sure.
Did they? Are you looking at his combine stats? Did they show what his 40 time was? Because
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now because I definitely need to see him in the 4.4s if he's 5. If he's 209,
4.4.
He's 206.
4.4.
4.3. Damn near.
Check his 40 time.
Let me see. Okay, so look, he's 5'9", 206. So that's light. It is light.
Yep.
Okay, 4.3. That's what I'm talking about. 4.3.
Low 4.3. Sub 4.3.
He need to be there, bro.
Sub 4.3.
So,
and that's my point.
So where are you looking?
Like that,
right?
So a guy like that. Let me just finish real quick my point with him. A guy like that, we're not talking a 4.38, 4.39. We're talking a sub 4.3. He runs a 4.32. That means you're not even touching him, let alone getting the arm tackle. There's a huge difference in the league when you can make holes and seams to where a guy like this, that's this quick, bro, you're not even getting a hand on him. And that's the difference. That Jeanty doesn't have this kind of speed. He's not even this size. And this guy played at Virginia Tech, a way more respectable division. I'm sorry. And again, this is not to, dump on Jeanty or act like he didn't do anything. It's just you got to put things in proper perspective. I'm sorry. I mean, the Mountain West is the Mountain West. We gonna have to talk about this.
No, that shit is trash. And yeah, we'll talk about it. But I'm looking. Obviously, I would love to. I feel like we might be able to show some highlights. Actually,
I mean, I'm down to give it a shot. All they gonna do is make.
I mean, shit. I'll just cut it off anyway. Shit, you ain't gonna take my money. Yeah, you ain't gonna take my bread. All right, but let's. At the end of the day, bro, let's show some clips. Fuck it, man, because I want to see.
Yeah, let's do it. Do what you want. Yeah, pull up. If you got something you want to pull up, bro.
So how I do it? Share the screen.
Yep.
So obviously we'll just go like a quick little 20 seconds of it, right? I just want to see some stuff. See what we see. See what it looks like. All right, we see some hands. Right out the backfield.
It's a little choppy.
Well, if you can put it up on your side, put it up on your side too.
Shoot me the link in Insta. It's a little choppy on this, yeah.
Oh,
look like it's choppy.
Yeah, see that. Oh, nah, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna send some clips to Unc, and we about to watch some clips too. See what it look like. But I do kind of like his size, at least to look at it. He does kind of run behind his pads a tad for being the size, right? Like that he is.
Yes.
But obviously I got to do more work. I ain't did too much work on him.
I know enough.
So I got to do too much work. Yeah,
right. I agree with you. You still want to see what you want to see, but I can tell y'all, I liked what I saw. I liked what I saw better than what I seen with Jeanty as far as translating to the NFL. Yes.
Now, as far as like the round, you see him being selected in though, like. Where are you at?
I don't think he'll be selected in the third or fourth, man. He might go past the third. Bro, I mean, he's ranked. His rank is like...
Yeah, because ain't nobody really talking about him.
Exactly. Like, nobody's talking about this kid.
Okay. Another...
I mean, he's ranked like 17th out of all the running backs. 17.
Yeah. I do like the speed. That's one. Okay, that's another. That's a guy. And if you look at maybe like 4th, 5th round, maybe you say that, right? 4th, 5th round.
Yep.
I can vote with that. And again, we double dipping this year. So that's with me.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So we're looking at that speed. Another guy in that kind of range, maybe that I like. That RJ Harvey, bro. That RJ Harvey from UCF. Right?
Yeah.
Little bowling ball, mother, right? Little bowling ball. So I'm looking at what he is. He's 5'8", 205, right? So he's 5'8", too. Same as Jeanty. But, so he does not have the contact balance that Jeanty has at all. Does not have the contact balance. But when I watched, bro, ran a legit 4.4 though and a legit 4.4.
Low,
on the
sub
nose,
4.4,
on the
low
dot.
sub 4. What is it? 4.45?
On the dot, 4.4.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
On the nose.
Yeah, that's me.
At 5'8", had a 38 vertical jump. You feel what I'm saying? So still moving, right? So I like him. I ain't gonna lie. And again, we talking about 5th round. Somebody that's, we not saying, oh my God, this guy be a starter, but somebody that can produce, right? Maybe produce.
Right.
Let me see. So if I'm looking, because I want to make sure my stats is correct. But showing y'all exactly how many, what he did. So in 2024, right, he was majority of the offense pretty much. All right. He had 232 carries. He had 1,500 yards, 22 touchdowns this year.
Right.
He had 22 touchdowns this year, and he averaged 6.8 yards a carry.
Wow.
Now the thing about Harvey that I like is that his lowest total of average in his college career per carry is 6.3 yards. That's the lowest, right? He his whole college career, he's averaged over 6 yards a carry. Right. So take that what you will. I like that right there. You feel what I'm saying? That's consistent. That's 3 years of consistent play. Where I'm like, all right, dog, like, and you seeing his snap count go up and the production increase. So that's the next thing. All right. As far as the fumbles, and we're gonna continue to talk about it because that's gonna be something we talk about at the end. We're gonna bring up all these guys' fumbles and the number of fumbles they've had. Right. But looking at it this year, not that much wear and tear this year, bro. You know, the highest number of carries was 25, but when they used him, and it had to be used a lot, he had 196 yards, 184 yards, 180 yards, had an 80-yard touchdown, 90-yard touchdown. Like, dog, he was killing people when he had to be the focal point of the offense. So, and even shows in the receiving game, had one, even against Colorado, had four receptions for 92 yards. That was one, but has a little bit of receiving game, but has some power, has quickness to his game, bro. Like his short area quickness is different for 5'8", right? And it's a type of quickness that I think Jeanty doesn't have, but again, he doesn't have Jeanty's contact balance, right? So that's completely different. But somebody I think would be a nice little gem for somebody in like the 4th, 5th round as well, bro. I really like RJ Harvey.
Yeah, I could see that. For sure.
I like RJ Harvey.
So, and this is why, you know, it's so weird to me that people are putting Jeanty on such a pedestal. Like, he did this in a conference that matters. You know, these other guys did what they did in a conference that matters and probably didn't have near as good a team. I mean, and they didn't get near the amount of carries. Not even close. I don't think any of them even came close to 300 carries. Maybe not even 280 carries. You gotta remember that.
Yeah.
Huh? Go ahead.
Keep going.
Nah, it's just, man, it is not a knock on Jeanty. This is not a dump on Jeanty, but we just rattled off at least 10 running backs that could potentially have better rookie seasons than him. Like, seriously. Easily we've rattled off 10.
Now, we haven't even talked about Omarion Hampton yet either.
No,
we haven't even brought that up.
And I saw him face to face, eye to eye. I saw, again, one of those eye tests, and it was like, whoa. Again, against the Minnesota team that was not a trash Minnesota team by any means. Again, you talking Big Ten football. They compete. Hey, I'm going to keep saying it until people actually start to pay attention. But I'm sorry, the Mountain West is straight boo-boo. It's straight garbage. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, my homeboy went there. He went to Boise State. I mean, hey, I honestly, y'all want to know the honest truth? I said it in our chat. I honestly believe the Big Sky is a better conference than the Mountain West. And the Big Sky is FCS series. I swear to God. You can probably we honestly find just as many people in the NFL from the Big Sky that you can from the Mountain West. You know, okay, I'm probably exaggerating a little, but seriously, it's. I'm just telling you.
I was saying that might be a little far fetched.
It's a little exaggeration, but yeah.
Before we get into because you have to say he is the number one running back in the class because he is.
100%.
But before we get into him, let's get into the number two. You would say number two, right? Which is Omarion Hampton.
Correct.
And now I look at his combine prospect, his profile. Okay, what he looks like. I'm looking at 6 feet, 221 pounds. I like that. Right, that's good. That's good. 40-yard dash. He ran a 4.46. So. 6 feet, 220 pounds, running a 4.46, bro. I like that.
That's mad.
I like that.
220.
And Junior. I think everybody's seen the tape, bro. His quickness is crazy. He has contact balance crazy. He's physical. I think he's a souped up Joe Mixon for real.
Yes. That's a great analogy.
I really feel like he runs like really similar to Joe Mixon, bro. He really does. And if I look at what I just say his measurable was 6 feet, 220, right?
Yes.
That's what I said.
Joe Mixon ain't that big.
Let me look at Joe Mixon's measurables.
Yeah, I don't think he's that big.
6'1", 220.
Yeah, he is. Damn,
So,
they're almost the same person.
You feel me? Like I feel like they run very similar.
Very similar.
So
wow.
For
I didn't realize
bro,
he was that big.
Really,
now it makes sense though.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense.
Joe Mixon's big, bro. Joe Mixon's big. But for me, I really like Hampton. And now people talking about him going to the Broncos. He's talking about even first round, right? He might even be a first round guy, but end of the first round, right? Which, if somebody took him at the end of the first round, like a Commanders or one of these teams, right? It's understandable because it's an end of the first round decision. These are teams that are built for that, right? But before we get in, I mean, how you feel about Hampton?
I love Hampton. I wish we could get him. I think he's an every down back in the NFL. You heard it from me first. I think he's an every down back. Me too. I mean, don't get me wrong. They will pull him out on third downs for breathers, right? Particularly when they know they're going to have, 4 or 5 wide outs and, they're definitely throwing the ball. Not really looking for your running back to block, if you will. Maybe it depends, right? The package. But
his pass pro is good. You feel me? So
exactly. Yeah. Again, that's something else that we have to talk about. Has anybody seen Jeanty pass block? I haven't, so I can't
save it because I'm about to. Because we about to go in on that and say that. Yeah. But this is the thing. Okay, with all the guys we talked about so far, that is some of the things. Judkins has a problem with that, which is why again we continuously say you get him in the third round, splitting carries. Right, that's what it is. Caleb Johnson is a fringe second round, third round guy. He's fringe. I don't know how people feel, but I feel like he's one of those two. So for me, he does have to kind of work on his pass pro a little bit at his size, but I feel like he's good. He's good at it. He's good to a degree. Hampton, on the other hand, and this is the thing where I feel like some people like Henderson too kind of going off track because Henderson pass blocks his ass off. Like Travion Henderson is gonna pass block. That's something that does shoot him up boards as well. But Hampton's gonna do that as well. Hampton's gonna pass block. Right, 100%. He's got all the intangibles you want. He can catch the ball. He's quick. He's big. He's physical. He pass blocks as well. Like people understand, just because you can run the ball, that doesn't mean you stay on the field for first, second, and third down. That's not what that means. It means you have to be able to do the role on first, second, and third. Maybe on third, I need you to block somebody off the edge. Maybe I need you to block Dre Greenlaw coming through the fucking hole, right? Because that's what's gonna have to happen. Maybe I'm gonna need you to go head up with Hufanga, 1-on-1, dog, and I'm gonna need Gino clean. This is what we're asking of guys, bro. We can't just sit here and say, oh, bro, we hand them the football and that's all they do, because that's not all they do.
Correct.
We need more, bro. Like, and catching the ball as well, things of that nature. I feel like now Johnson can work on that. Judkins, I feel like if he has more opportunity to do that. But do you feel like Hampton can be a threat out the backfield receiving as well?
Absolutely. I've seen him do it, and it wasn't in the best scheme of things. He didn't have a quarterback. I'm sorry, I'm dumping on the kid. He actually had a shot. I'm pretty sure he was invited to the combines. I forget his name, the quarterback for Minnesota.
Brosmer.
Yeah, but and I'm actually thinking of this differently. But yeah, as far as Hampton, he didn't have that good of a quarterback either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was the battle of the bottom of the barrel, if you will. From that respect. I agree. And they used him heavily. And that was a game they had. See, and that's the thing. You look at his carries, I can tell you right now, a lot of them came from that game, but it was an absolute necessary thing because Minnesota had a squad. Their whole secondary is going to the league. Like, I'm not joking. They tight end will be the first one pick. They whole secondary, and they got running backs. Minnesota got running backs that have a shot.
Now, I have seen some of them. With Hampton, I really like Hampton going in. I see some guys, and we'll talk about, going some of the honorable mentions, I guess, before we really go into the number one running back. But honorable mentions, we can go. I do like Munungai. He is nice. Nice little 4th, 5th round option. He's nice. I know a lot of people are starting to get onto the Samson now. A lot of people like Samson. And for me, I told you, sometimes his vision makes me mad. Like he be running into some people, but his speed is undeniable. So I really like him. He's a honorable mention. Jadon Blue. Another one that I like his speed. Doesn't have that much wear and tear.
He's my guy, bro. He's my guy.
I like the speed. Who else? We go with I think somebody put Taj Brooks. Brooks, bro.
Taj Brooks.
That is another
definitely one.
That is another one. I really like Taj Brooks as well. And we can go on and on and on and on and on because, like, bro, again, this would be like a damn near 6-hour show if we really keep continuing to break it down. How we gonna break it down, right? So, but these are honorable mentions of some guys. These are a lot of guys that we like. But right now, we mentioned a lot of cream of the crop who we could take in the earlier rounds, who's pretty much this is RB1A.
Right.
This is the guy, right? Where we're like, I can see him being a guy. So we talked about all of them. Hampton, Caleb Johnson. We talked about Judkins because we put up the poll who we take if we were in the GM chair. We chose Judkins. Okay, so there we go. And then, I see Damian Martinez. I see a lot of guys. And also, last but not least, honorable mention before I forget. Shout out LV in the chat, bro. My guy, Khalil Mullings from Michigan.
Yeah, big boy.
I'm hoping we can snatch him maybe later rounds, undrafted, something.
He'll be there.
Bro, if we can get him on the squad, just give him a chance. I just want to see it. Just give him a chance. I just don't understand why people are not talking about him. I just don't get it. But he's one. So we talked about all of them, where we could go. But obviously the big one, where we will go, and now this is where it gets spicy. So before we get into it, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you have been feeling what you're hearing up to this point. As much love to everybody in the chat and everybody that's watching on the Turf channel, everybody that's watching on the Rundown channel as well, man. Thank you. So I put this up on Twitter. And, people immediately hopped on me and it was like, well, what the fuck, you're wrong. Why, and immediately I said, like, For me, Jeanty, yes. I think, obviously from what he did, the body of work from last year, he is the number one running back in this class. Number one.
100%.
Right? Off of what he showed off film. So do everything I'm going to say, we're going to start there. And before that, you know how this time and day of age is. So we got to start with the positives. Okay? With the positives, again, I say it all the time, bro, the contact balance is stupid. Crazy. Right, like, I think it's some of the best I've seen since Alvin Kamara. Right. When I look at the contact balance, the shit is wild, bro. Like the way he bounces off people, the way he uses that leverage of some of the things that he does. He uses it to his advantage. And when I say leverage, he uses his height, his frame to his advantage a lot when bouncing off these tackles. Right, you can tell he's very low to the ground. He uses that low center of gravity. And really runs behind the pads at times, right?
Yes,
really runs behind the pads.
Absolutely.
Really deceiving speed as well. When you're talking about, like, when he's on film, bro, he's running away from DBs and safeties. And, like, he's pulling away from the third level and the second level. So, it's consistent all year. We can't sit here and say, like, it's not consistent. Even when he went against Oregon, who was a playoff team, he still did that.
Correct.
Right? So,
correct.
We got to give him his flowers on that. Anything I'm missing, Unc, go ahead, let me know.
No, I mean, he's great at what he does. He's a great downhill runner. His style will translate well. As far as, eating up yards, those yards after carry. It's just that it's his speed, even though it's deceptive and elusive from that respect, it's not home run hit. It's not like those other guys mentioned that really got that gear. You know what I'm saying? That gear to get through the hole. And now it's really just, even like a Henderson even has more of a gear than him, as a versatile running back. And that's the thing. He's, it's tough to call him versatile. He didn't really do much catching the ball out of the backfield.
Now, people do tell me, and I will give him credit for this, because people do tell me he had more receiving yardage in 2023 than he did in 2024. And I guess that's what they were asking of him again. So, like,
correct.
Yeah, if that's what the offense required, we can't put it on him, I guess, right? Because in 2023, he did have 569 receiving yards. So, you feel me? Like that? That's a lot.
How many receptions?
43. So
that's 43. And how many rushes did he have that season?
220.
There you go. So in total they kept him under 300. That's
he had 1,300 yards.
He had
1,300 yards.
He only had 1,300 yards. So
right.
I mean, they really abused him this year. I'm sorry. I just think they really did way too much. Whether it be we trying to face this Heisman. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I feel you on that, because I mean, as we continue, let's talk about the positives. At least, like we said, all of these things are true with him, right? So if you get him, that's what you're getting immediately. Now let's talk about what got me in trouble, I guess, what made people mad, and also time to actually talk truth, right? Let's be real.
Hold on. We got now, something. I don't know if you saw this. I have to respond. So, Fidel Torres, first and foremost, shout out to Fidel. I'm so glad you bring this point up, because when we talk about the great Marshall Faulk, I don't think people realize he wasn't that small of a dude either. Yes, size as far as weight. In college, as a true freshman, when he started, he was 184 pounds. But that's at 6 feet, ladies and gentlemen. That's at 6 feet. Jeanty is 5'8". Trust me, it's an absolute difference. It's an absolute difference. And yes, Marshall Faulk was weak. But did he look like Marshall Faulk? Did Jeanty look like Marshall Faulk to anybody in this room right now? I want to see. That's going to be the poll I'm about to put up, because Anybody that says that he looks remotely close, I'm telling you, we all need what you smoking, drinking, whatever the case.
Let's put up the poll first and foremost, because Pigs want to know: do we take Jeanty at 6? Do we take Jeanty at 6? Let's put up the poll, man. Let's let the people decide, man, because that's the talk.
All right, we'll put it up.
That's the talk. Do we? Because that's what it is, bro. If that's what we're gonna take, because honestly, like we know, either we take him at 6 or we don't get him at all. Right. That's just what it is. Right. Like that's the game we play. So if that's the case, bro, let's let the people decide real quick. Do we take Jeanty at 6? Let us know.
Hold on.
And while he getting this together, bro, we'll continue. Like I said, I said nothing but good shit right now. Right? But there are fundamental problems, in my opinion, that are going to prevent him from being a third down back. And I'm gonna let people chew on that while we wait for the poll and while y'all go ahead and vote as well.
Poll is up. Do you take Jeanty at 6? 1 yes, 2 no.
Jeanty at number 6, man. Y'all go ahead and call it, bro. 1 for yes, 2 for no. What's the call?
We just gave y'all all of these running backs. There's no possible way they can all be picked before the 3rd round. It's just not possible. It doesn't. No. They can't be picked. There's at least 17 running backs that are viable.
Maybe
draft. Damn, my shit just shut off. Or hopefully it's reconnecting. But yeah, maybe it didn't. But yeah, there's 17 of them, bro.
Two. Hey, this is what I'm talking about, bro. This makes me happy. This makes me happy.
Right.
Because I'm seeing that we have a smart following. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Damn. I think we all at 2.
Yeah, I'm definitely at it 2. There's no question.
Sweet. I like it. Hey, look. Okay, so as it looks like it's a sweep, bro. I don't see 1-1 yet, and that's not. If you like it, you like it. But we left it up to y'all, bro. I ain't seen 1, bro. So let's talk about what the negatives are, Turf. Let's talk about what the negatives are, bro.
Yeah.
And let's take the blinders off and let's really unpack why taking a running back, it doesn't matter unless he's fucking generational, right? Which I think, guess what, everybody? And I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna go off the ledge. Fuck it. We're already seeing the generational running back before our eyes, and he's already in the league. And his fucking name is Saquon Barkley.
Bingo.
Bro, hey, listen here, dog. We've already seen it. We're seeing it.
Thank you.
It's not that, bro. Y'all are tripping. That's the generational running back. Y'all are searching. We're already seeing it before our very eyes. Wow. Appreciate the greatness. All right, you feel what I'm saying? Like, dog, what, again, and guess what? And tell me if I'm lying, Turf. I saw it from Penn State. I knew it from Penn State. Yes. I was like,
100%. We all knew it.
Yeah, there's no question.
Everything. Everything pointed to him being exactly who he is.
That's the guy, bro. That's the guy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I love, a lot, even the running backs in the league. I love the running backs in the league, but just looking at what he does at his size, you feel what I'm saying? The way he moves, it's different with Saquon. That's just different. I ain't seen a motherfucker move that way.
Uh-oh. Your phone ringing? Did your phone ring? Yeah, I know it. Ladies and gentlemen, all I can tell you is there is just a distinct difference. I'm even going back to Fidel. I mean, do y'all really think any of these guys look like Marshall Faulk in college?
Check.
Any of them? Yeah, you back.
Yeah. All right. But nah, bro. Like, Fucking Mel Kiper hit 1. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, okay, so and now let's get to the fundamental things, right?
You got to get close back to the mic.
Yeah. I mean, I'm here. Let's get to the fundamental things, right? Let's get to that. So you can hear me, right? Check. We good? Yeah, okay. So I said it on Twitter, bro. And I said it on Twitter, and you let me know if I'm tripping. There are 2 fundamental things with Ashton Jeanty that will prevent him from being a every down, 3 down back, right? 1, the pass pro, right? The pass pro.
Can't.
His pass pro is not good. It's not. You can look at whatever film you want to, bro. Somebody can show you whatever film, and I guarantee you, there's mighty a film of pass protection from Ashton Jeanty, bro. It's not good, right? And this is what I was saying the other day. And again, don't let what I'm saying cloud over cloud what I just said positively about him, right? We just said a lot of positive, but these are fundamental things that we're saying. If you're going to be picked 6th overall. You gotta do it all.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Yes, it's gotta be all like it's all of it. We lost my time, bro.
If I'm getting back 6 overall, bro, I mean I have 1 weakness.
Right.
I'm here.
Yep.
I'm here. I can't have not 1 weakness, bro. If it's so for me, pass pro is an issue, and I said this the other day. It comes within the frame. Let's look at his frame, right? If we're looking at what he is, what is he? What's the frame, bro?
He's 5'8", 210 pounds. 5'8",
and that's what it says on the NFL.
Yeah, 5'8", 210 pounds, bro.
Oh yeah, dog. Yeah, okay, so he's 5'8". That at the combine they got him at 5'8", 211. 5'8", 211.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I would feel better if he was a solid 220.
Exactly.
If it said 5'8", no, real talk. Like, if it said 5'8", 225, I'd be like, all right. Feel me? Like it is. And I saw him doing what he was doing still.
Correct.
Running away from people and
correct.
And doing all that shit. I'd be like, all right, well, you know. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not saying like he does have a thick frame, right? And we could say pause, but we got to talk about these things. He does have a big frame,
yeah. Right?
So it's like, okay, it looks like that, but then again, right? Like that's 211 is a little small. I would feel, but he does have a bigger frame, so he carries it well. So it doesn't really matter as much, right? But at the end of the day, that it does matter when we're talking about being able to anchor down, right? And we got a guy like Dre Greenlaw who is going to be breathing down your Nick Bolton, who is going to be breathing down your neck, right? Who is now going to say, all right, bro, you got to anchor down, and Gino got to stay clean. Okay, so these are things that we have to bring up. These are fundamental problems that we have to bring up, bro. That if we do not talk about, we're being disingenuous and we're not being fair with our analysis if we're talking about these things. So in hearing that, right, that's one. So we talking about that with the pass pro. That's a problem. And there's multiple clips, right, that we'll be able to bring up. And I feel like I'll send you the link right now, Turf. Here's some clips that you can bring up right here.
Okay.
That kind of show and highlight what I'm talking about. Show and highlight what I'm talking about. Because obviously, and these are from, shout out to these are from Todd McShay, right? These are from Todd McShay. Looking at some of the things he's posted, and you don't even have to look at some of the what is it? The commentary. You ain't got to see the commentary, bro. We just got to see what we talking about, the pass pro.
Yeah. Where you sending it at?
I'll send it on the Insta.
Okay.
Send it on the Insta. But while I'm sending that to everybody, so that's one, bro. That's one. So already we're talking about, again, 6 overall pick, and we're saying that's one fundamental problem.
Right.
Might have to take you off the field on certain situations, right? You would think.
That's a bad look. It's a bad look to be
for
taking
my 6th
off.
overall pick, Turf. That's what I'm
Defense
saying.
to eat that up.
I already got to take him off the field on certain situations, dog. Already. That's one. So that's a ding. In my opinion, that's a fucking ding. I shouldn't have to take you off the field.
Nope.
I shouldn't. So, as we wait for Turf to pull this up.
Yeah, I got you right here.
Again, and you can take off the sound. We don't need to. We don't even need the commentary. We'll commentate ourselves, right?
Right.
See what he's seeing. So watch. Let's watch.
Jesus Christ. Yo, that is bad.
That's Nevada.
That is bad. Oh,
That's Nevada.
no.
This is Oregon.
Oh, no. Somebody did him dirty with this.
Bro, these is clips. This is not just these clips either, bro. Like these are consistent. Feel me? Like
It's
again,
not a good look.
we
Against
are
Hawaii, bro? Hawaii? Yeah. Don't tell me he's gonna get blown. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's bad business.
it's an issue, bro. That's an issue.
It's bad business.
That's multiple teams, multiple situations, dog. That's an issue. So already, because again, everybody loves to fall in love with motherfuckers. We love to do it, and I have no problem even with the prospects. We like talking about their faults because that's what we do.
Correct.
But still, bro, we have to bring this up. If you are a 6th overall pick, I can't have that.
No.
Don't
You
matter
are
to me, bro.
absolutely correct, bro. Cannot have that.
That's just me. That does not matter to me, bro, because if you're going to play this position and this is the position we're picking, I need everything that comes with that. Now, obviously, you're not going to be it's not going to be perfect, right? But it's like with a running back, this is the thing. He has to bring so much to the table, right? Like, or he just has to be exponentially good. He just has to be so good at a certain thing that you just cannot take him off the field, right? Which was what you look at Barry Sanders. He was so quick. And that's what everybody says, right? That's what everybody says about Jeanty.
He can still block, too.
But see, that's what everybody says about Jeanty, right? They're like, oh, man, but look at Barry Sanders. But Barry Sanders was so quick, so elusive. It's like, well, dog, it's undeniable. You just got to keep him on the field. There's nothing we can do. You can't take him off the field, right? Because if we take him off the field, we're stupid.
Yeah,
right?
He's a decoy when he don't have the ball.
Yeah, we're stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to take him off the field.
But, if we're looking at the same measurements, and that's around the same measurements, the 5'8", right?
Nowhere close.
He doesn't have that quickness. He doesn't have that quickness.
No,
so I can't say,
shape.
all right, right? And again, what have I said multiple times, bro? He has his superpower is contact balance. But again, how many times will I be able to use that contact balance against some of these bigger defenders in the league? Unless it's otherworldly. And I still don't know how otherworldly it will be against these bigger bodies. Right, against these bigger bodies, I have no idea. Now look, check out what my man Ducky says. And these are the things. Can you imagine Jeanty trying to block Myles Garrett off the edge?
No.
Bro, take it even that. Even 34-year-old Khalil Mack. 34-year-old Khalil Mack. I'm not leaving Jeanty 1-on-1 with that. It's not a good look.
Nah.
It's just not a good look, dog. And again, this is not hating on the prospect. It's being truthful about what it is. Because you want to take this man as a top 10 overall pick. Some of you, a lot of you, some of the mock drafts, some of the experts want to take this man as a top 10 pick, and you see where like, again, we have faults within this.
It's not a good look. Top 10, no. I'm sorry. You need to be immediately effectively making an impact on the field and not a liability anywhere. This is why we're mad at Tyree Wilson. It's no different.
Yes.
It's no different. He might turn out to be something great for us, but the bottom line is he still wasn't drafted in the right position. He still didn't produce the way he was supposed to for what we paid. He still owes us. He still owes us. You better not ask.
And I told people this, Turf. Am I tripping about this, Let me know. I said, right, if we draft him 6th overall and I only get 1,100 yards from Jeanty, it's a fail.
Completely.
That's a fail. What is that? I could have got. If I get that, like, if I'm getting a dude in the 6th round, bro, I gotta, like, the conversation must start at 13, maybe 1,400 and plus. Then the conversation begins. Now we're like, all right, bro, like, all right, now we're having a season. Now we're doing what we're supposed to do, right? But 1,100 yards, bro, I can pick up Joe Schmo. Undrafted, and he can get 1,100 yards, dog. That's not impressive.
I know. So now I can play devil's advocate, and I can, if PTS was around, I know what he'd be saying. Well, why didn't we do that, right? And hey, that's a very fair question. I always was an advocate for Sincere McCormick. I don't know why they didn't play him until they decided to play him, but the guy's been there forever.
Right.
So, again, they decided to go get Madison. They decided to have Zeus, right? Nobody told them they had to stick with those running backs. Nobody said you stick with them or you lose your, well, not that week. And that's my point. When do you actually turn to another running back? They just decided to wait too long. The rest of the league don't have that problem. I don't know all these. There's not too many teams that got a whole lot of running back issues.
Right. And shout out to my guy DJ in the chat, man. He asked, did Bijan have pass blocking issues coming out?
That's a great question.
I don't think he had, because he's a bigger frame. He's a bigger body. So he had, like, it wasn't like where it was supposed to be, but it was better to a degree, right? But understandably so, right? Even looking at him, where did the Falcons pick him at? Right?
Yeah.
Where did the Falcons pick him at? What pick was he? If I'm not mistaken,
he was in the top 10. He was in the top 10, and rightfully so. Yeah,
rightfully so. But even so,
I think he was 7, right?
7. And I'm gonna be honest, right? Hold on. Where?
He's 5'11".
Bijan. See, yeah, he's a big. I already just off eye test.
Yeah, he's 5'11", 215. Yeah, he's a big dude. He ain't no small
eye test, bro.
Yeah, he ain't no small
Bijan Robinson is big. Just off eye test.
He's closer to the 6 feet than he is the 5'10". I'll put it to you.
Yeah.
Now,
so looking at that, right? So they got him on the 8th overall pick, right? The 8th overall pick right there. Now who else was there? That's the question. Because I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Even looking at that, and I can say it, I don't know if Atlanta fans would say it, but the pick is okay for right now, looking back at it, but he still needs to split a backfield.
He's special, though. He still needs to split a backfield. I got to be honest with you. Hey,
listen to me. Let me finish, though. This is the only reason I say that. I'm not knocking him as a player.
Right.
I'm saying them as a team picking him 8th overall doesn't, like, for Atlanta's point of view, it doesn't make no sense because they're not ready. They're not a good team. You know what I'm saying? So they're
not ready.
You feel now? Say if he went to a different squad, a more playoff fringe squad, right? Now we can see more of the talent being. Say if he went to the fucking Rams, right? Let's just fucking put it out there. Say. You know what I mean? Let's take the running back. Let's take the running back because we have most of the pieces in place. But for Atlanta's sake, you look, bro. It's like look at them from when they picked him to now. They picked him in 2023, and look at them now. Like maybe, hopefully, they get Penix right. But in these 2 years, they haven't got no closer.
Right? They didn't. And that's the thing. I mean, that isn't his fault. And you can see that he's special.
That's organization fault.
Yeah, exactly. You can see that he's not being utilized properly.
That's the organization's fault, bro.
And
that's when teams do dumb shit, though, to me.
Right? No, I'm saying it's the same thing we did. Like, we sat behind Zeus and Madison for, 8 games? Until we realized it was time to give it up and let some other people touch the rock.
Oh, that shit says mock draft. Hold on, 2023 NFL draft. Now I'm gonna see who got picked where, bro. Now I'm gonna be real, right? And let's be real when we say this.
This combo has Darren McFadden on my mind. That's my dude right there.
It's my guy, man.
Yeah,
it's my guy.
DMC was my dog, man.
That's my guy. Yeah, now check this out, right? Check this out. Okay, I'm sorry, Turf. You know I love you, and I love the running back position.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? And I know Bijan Robinson is special. He got pick 8, and Jalen Carter got picked at pick 9. You think they'd have that shit back right now?
Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the defensive? Yeah. Oh no. There's no discussing
question.
That. Yeah, there's no discussing that.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
there's no. Yeah.
I understand that. I understand how good Bijan Robinson is.
Right.
But like, say this, right? Check this out. For example, say if you swap the picks.
Right.
Say
it changes your team.
But even so, nobody's mad that fucking Bijan Robinson goes to the Eagles.
Right.
Nobody's mad.
No. And in fact, it might have helped out because then they wouldn't have to
go for Saquon.
Exactly.
You
now
Saquon
you got a super team over there.
Bro, it's like, you feel me? So it's like, either way, because the Eagles team, you look at the team, it's like, all right, yeah, like, they took Bijan, it worked. And guess what they needed some years after? Right? Now, Jalen Carter helps. Right, and Jalen, they saw the future, but still, even if you would have flip-flopped the picks, I think now today, bro, Atlanta would have been like, we're taking Jalen Carter.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh, all day. Everybody would have taken Jalen Carter, though.
Exactly.
I'm still upset with us for taking Tyree Wilson. I'm sorry.
I'm not mad, man. I'm glad, bro, because Josh McDaniels would have ruined that man's career.
Well, that's true. That's a good point.
It's a good point.
It's a good point.
I mean, he's where he's supposed to be, man. That's what happens when you're where you're supposed to be.
Right.
That's what happens.
Yeah, he got dogged. He got dogged in the draft.
So I leave that alone. I always leave that alone, bro. So for me, we looking again. Bijan has to split carries. Right, he does not do it by himself. Again, I love Bijan, but he needs Algier. He does need Algier.
I mean,
to help lessen the load.
Yeah, right now there aren't really any running backs that don't need somebody else. It's just
that's the point. That's the point, though.
No, I agree. No, I'm with you.
Don't take it in the top 10.
I'm with you. Y'all know I'm not taking
it in the top 10, dog. That's why you don't do it, because that position needs a rotation. It does. Even the best ones.
100%.
Right? Like I see Saquon. Even Saquon need to spell. Even Derrick Henry at a time is gonna need a spell. Even Josh Jacobs is gonna need a spell. Like, it's just what's gonna have to happen,
bro.
Because that's what the position requires.
Yeah, Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it is. I'm just saying, like,
Last but not least, the last fundamental problem. Now, this one right here, I say, okay. This is an issue where it's not really a super issue, but it is an issue to me, right? Where it's like four fumbles just this past year, right? 4 fumbles. Yeah. You can say 2 throughout the year, 2 in the Penn State game. It is what it is. The year prior, I think he only had like 1 or 2 or something like that. So it's not a lot, but I want people to understand something, right? Like, you shouldn't put the ball on the ground at all. At all. Now, like, look, bro, I understand, like, but see, look, fluky shit happens, right? Fluky shit happens. Maybe one time the handoff is weird. Maybe sometimes somebody actually does get you. You know what I mean? Or they you know, maybe you hurt yourself and you're like, something happens. Like, certain things happen, bro. For posterity, because some people are like, well, they only had 4 fumbles last year. Who cares? Caleb Johnson only had 1 fumble his entire career at Iowa. Entire career. And he played 3 straight years.
Yeah.
So, you talking about, and we saw his carries. He had 200-something carries. He had over 100-something carries.
Right.
Omarion Hampton, his fumble numbers. He only had like 2 fumbles his whole career.
Yep.
So that's the thing. It's like, okay, we can say, yeah, it's just whatever.
Right.
But we have to average these out. In his career, one. He one fumble his whole fucking career. We're talking about Omarion Hampton. So 4 in one season is a little egregious, right? It's a little egregious to me, bro. If you average it out, that's damn near a fumble per game, right? Fumble per game. I mean, not fumble per game. Fumble every 3 games, right? So, okay, whatever. But then if you average that out, bro, in a 17-game season, that's 5.
Right.
Who had 5? Bro, who led the league in fumbles this year?
Ooh, it's not going to be a high number probably because they're not going to let you get back on the field like that. I'm just telling. Yeah.
5?
That might be the biggest. Yeah. I'm gonna try to see if I can see.
Led the league in fumbles in 2025.
2024.
Ramondre Stevenson had 7.
Wow. Yeah, I pulled up
6. Damn. And Ramondre Stevenson, they about to replace him this year, dog.
all day. He's gone.
They about to get replaced.
We
You looking
saw
at
that 3.
right? Look, and then they say Derrick Henry had 3. People will say Derrick Henry had 3. I don't trip off Derrick Henry's fumbles because I've seen them. And Derrick Henry's fumbles sometimes are RPO shits. So sometimes you're like, all right, so I can't really be mad at that.
It's before he gets going. It's before he even gets going. Nah, and plus it's Derrick Henry. I mean, come on, bro.
Saquon had 2. And people are trying to be like, oh, man, Saquon. Bro, that's 2 in 17 games. That's not 12 games. That's 4 in 12 games. In my perspective, that's a lot of on the ground, dog. It's on the ground too much. Right? And again, now you can go into the chat if you want to, Turf, if you want to see that, or I can resend them. But the clips I sent to the chat earlier, if you do want to show them, you don't even have to.
What?
The clips I sent to about Jeanty's fumbles.
You never sent them to me.
Nah, they in the group chat, so they might be all the way up there.
Oh yeah, you already know. I ain't no way I'm gonna find those.
Yeah.
we be up in that chat.
It's
chatty patty.
If you look at his fumbles, the way he's fumbling too, they're raking the ball out.
Right.
Feel what I'm saying? They are punching the ball out. They're not just, oh yeah, like they're fluky. Like dudes is getting it out. So again, does that play into the frame concerns? Does that play into some of the concerns that we might have on that? So these are question marks.
And once you label the fumbler, I mean, I wish there were some other guys on here that defensive guy. I'm telling you, that's the last thing you want to do is be a fumbler. Because they come in every time now. I mean, again, who I love to bring up in these circumstances is Tiki Barber. He had a fumbling issue. If anybody remember his career, he had a fumbling issue and he was on the verge of being done. And he went from running with the ball like this to running with the ball like this.
Is this correct? I need to fact check this because Rebel said Barry Sanders had 13 fumbles in college.
I mean, it's Barry Sanders though. I don't care if he had 25.
That just said 15,000 yards.
I don't care what.
That's like, yeah. At that point, you say, okay. Like, Brother Man has 15,000 yards. Jeanty doesn't have that many yards.
No.
It's not even close. There's I'm sorry. It's not, no. Again, bro, the type of running back.
You can't even bring these people, but I was just you can't even bring these people up in the same sentence, in my opinion. Trying to compare Jeanty to a Barry Sanders is so disrespectful.
You can't do
so disrespectful. I mean, it is so past disrespectful.
No way.
I don't know why y'all think this kid is about to be a generation. I don't see what y'all see. After all of the, I mean, we can just go down the list, bro.
That's a lot of fucking yards,
bro. I don't understand it.
Okay, but see, look, I do see people say fumbles are a correctable issue. Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Yes,
100%.
And then you see sometimes how they fuck up a career, right? Look at Melvin Gordon. The motherfucker can't stay on the field. and he was good as hell, right? And now you look, bro. Look how many fumbles he had per year. If you have 5 fumbles per year,
right,
in the league as a running back, you're not going to have a job very
long. You're not
long.
gonna be in the league. It's gonna be a wrap, bro. It's you out.
I guarantee you that person will be doing podcasting just like us. If that's happening, I guarantee it. If he is averaging 5 fumbles per NFL season, I guarantee
he wouldn't even make it to that, bro. I mean, y'all you already have evidence right in front of your eyes with the kid Lowry fumbling one time, and he hasn't gotten any chance to get back.
It's too precious, bro.
You haven't seen the dude since. I'm trying to tell you. It's like Rundown is saying. It's also the way that you fumble.
It is, bro.
And
I swear to God,
the way that he fumbled, it wasn't. He didn't see the hit coming. It wasn't. It was some fluke. No, he got blocked like never before, and everything let go. And y'all want to know why I know something about that? Because it happened to me too. Not in that instance. The dude. Remember, I told. This is why Turf's career didn't go completely the way it was supposed to. And it's from putting the ball on the ground. I can openly, honestly talk about it, it's a running joke with my guys. It's funny, it's hilarious. Back then I was salty, but real talk, playing against Colorado State, an All-American defensive end, the dude literally snarled and spit just breathing off the line of scrimmage. This was my first real college game. Like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I was shook. And the dude wasn't letting my arm go without the ball. He was literally going to take my arm off. That's what it felt like. And Turf fumbled the rock. Turf didn't get the rock no more. And I can tell this now. I can tell the truth. I'll never forget. Crump, what happened in there? Oh yeah. He spared the ball. You know, the ball, his helmet hit the ball. Man, we got in the film practice, bro. It wasn't a good look, bro. It wasn't a good look, bro. It wasn't a good look, bro. You saw my eyes go big. And you saw my arm like come this way, and it just flipped. I'm telling you, I've never felt anything like that in my life, fellas. I'm just telling you, I never felt anything like that in my life. And I fumbled, and it took them a long time to even think about giving me the rock back. And that's college. That's college. So, yeah.
Man.
I know, right? Exactly. No, you're right.
I really, it plays a part, bro. Because if you have a long wingspan as a running back, you're able to cover more ground of the football. Yes. So at the time, bro, like they're not able to really rake. You feel what I'm saying? So what Turf is saying, like I can guarantee, and I've seen Turf. I can guarantee, like you see the wingspan is different. Like you see mine is longer than Turf's, right? So it's easier for me to cover more, get more ground of it, so people can't really get it. If you're, and this is a Jeanty problem too. If you're a guy that has a shorter wingspan.
We're the same size, bro. 5'8".
If you have a guy that has a shorter wingspan, it's easier for me to get the fuck in there. It is, right? Like say if it's easier for me to get my hands into you or get wherever the ball is and rake and pull that shit out. That's just how it goes, right? So I sent you a link on Instagram. So this is one example. This is one example of what we was talking about.
All right, got it.
But now they're able to rake it to the ball, right? So from there, bro, I just feel like that's some of the Jeanty issue too, because like Turf is saying, they same height, right? And you see the issues he said, right? You see the issues he's having. And so again, like that's gonna be a thing. Now it's good, you know. Again, if you have the thick frame and you're built, it can help. That can help. But if you're always gonna have that wingspan. So that's always gonna be something that a defender will use, especially in the NFL. It's not gonna matter.
All right, hold on. We got the
yeah. So this is one, right? So we're gonna watch this. This is some of the example.
What happened? What is up?
Oh, man.
What
Play
happened?
for us.
Yeah, it won't play. There we go. It keeps freezing. Oh, let me try to
refresh.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, it's choppy though. It's real choppy.
Nah, we're gonna find the Penn. I didn't want to use the Penn State one, but we'll use the Penn State one. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
this one real choppy. I don't. Yeah, it's just
YouTube.
It's totally.
Because that's TikTok.
I don't even have TikTok either.
Yeah, that's TikTok.
Yeah,
but either way, we'll look at it on this one, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Oh wait, my shit is straight. Maybe I can use
it. Yeah. Try it. Go ahead and share.
Maybe I can use it because I really want to show this. I really actually want to show this. Because I don't want people to be like, oh, these motherfuckers just talking out their ass. Like, nah.
Raiders Rebel in the building. And you said Barry Sanders, 15,000 yards is a lot of yards. Jeanty is the only back to come close to his record, and he only fumbled 4 times. That's not bad for the amount of yards and the yak yards. I agree 100%. It's the Mountain West. I mean...
Right. Again, and this is the Mountain West. Now, you want to see, can you see this?
Looking to jump on the ticket.
Yeah, it's choppy
okay,
though.
Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah. It's choppy, but I can see it, yeah.
Now, see, it's choppy. I'm going to get the YouTube version. But now we're going to pull the YouTube version up. But what I'm saying is it's how he's fumbling that is the concern for me. It's not like... Now, I'm not going to cap. 4 fumbles, bro. Come on now. If I'm seeing other dudes in the class that only have 1 fumble their whole career, 4 fumbles in 1 season is a lot of fucking fumbles.
Right.
It's a lot of fumbles.
Right.
I don't care how you want to slice it to me.
Yep.
That shit is gold, dog. I can't put that shit on the turf. That's how I feed the fam.
Yes.
What are we saying?
Come on, bro. You can't have it, man. You can't have it. I mean, again, and that's something that I understood and had to learn the hard way. I had to learn it the hard way, because I was forgiven when it came to every other level I had played at, including junior college. I'm not going to sit here and say I have fumbleitis, but I would let the ball go, not purposefully. Hey, we running backs. Things happen. But you can't have it.
The clip I sent you on Instagram is the perfect example of what I was just talking about the arm length and kind of the wingspan, right? Kind of how it is, bro. It's perfect.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, this one definitely isn't choppy.
Yeah. Tap in. Let's see what it looked like.
All right. So.
There we go.
Everybody.
There we go. Now, this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Now, look. You see what I'm saying with the arm length? Now, watch how he's able to get in there, bro.
Did it chop up? Replay that.
He's able to get in there too soon, bro.
I wonder why it's so choppy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we're not supposed to be using it. I have no idea, but it's choppy.
As you can see, he can't really cover the surface of the ball, bro. I saw it, like you see it right there even a little bit, but even if you just look at it, right,
it's gonna be a problem. He's gonna be targeted. He's gonna be targeted.
That's gonna be a thing, bro.
He's gonna be targeted.
We just have to keep it a beam, bro. Like it's gonna be a thing because if I'm seeing it now, and we're seeing, first of all, right, again. We're just gonna keep prefacing it because everybody they shit themselves and they piss themselves when the Broncos signed who they signed. Okay, we watched this pass protection just now, motherfucker. That was Nevada, Hawaii, and whoever else in between.
It's the Mountain West. That's why, man. I wish Raider Rebel you didn't leave, bro, because I really need to hear what you.
That is the
you
Mountain
honestly
West.
Think there's no difference between these conferences? That's the question I have. And I guess that's a poll I should be putting up. Who believes conferences matter? You know what I'm saying? Yes, for one,
Right.
no. Because I'm telling you, it matters. There is different levels to this, man.
So now that we talk about that, Turf, like we go from that, okay? So we saw clips of that. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. So that's one. The fumbling thing. Now that's not high on regard on my rank of my God, he has a Melvin Gordon problem.
No.
But if I'm seeing this right here, right now, I guarantee you NFL teams will see that.
100%.
And it's going to be something that people are gonna look at. That Penn State game was a lot of it because he had more, but it happened more throughout the year too. There are other examples.
Absolutely.
So all in all, what I'm saying is it looks like Jeanty would be perfect in a complementary split backfield, right?
Oh, 100%.
Where it's like, but again, why am I taking that at 6 when I can get that in the 3rd round?
Get in the 4th round. Get in the 5th round.
We rest our case, Turf.
Yeah, I mean, it's game over.
Class dismissed.
Yeah.
Class dismissed,
It
dog.
is
Y'all
dismissed.
know what it is, bro. After that, y'all know where we stand. You feel me? There's no way if all of what we just said is if I cannot put this man out there on 3rd down because I know they might blitz, can't go one-on-one with no linebacker. I can't trust that. There is a little bit of a fumbling issue at a time. So if he does put the ball on the ground, do we take him out? Do we let him? What do we do?
It's too much.
From even the first standpoint alone means that I'm gonna need a veteran or somebody else of another skill set to kind of complement that. So if that standpoint, bro, I'm not with that. I firmly believe if I take you at 6 overall, top 10 overall, I should be getting a majority of the skill.
Absolutely.
You're not going to be a perfect prospect, but let's say if I take a McMillan, guess what? I don't need a compliment to McMillan. He's the piece we need.
Correct. Exactly. He's the whole piece. He's not part of the piece. Yeah.
Bro, that's the piece. So if I take Jeanty, I feel like there are going to be things that Mostert is going to need to do. There's going to be things that Sincere McCormick is going to need to do. So taking that at 6 makes no sense. Or if I could take a Mason Graham, that again, if I put him one-on-one with guard, I know what's going to happen.
It changes. Jalen Carter, I don't even want to call him baby Jalen. He might even be bigger than Jalen Carter. Mason Graham would be if I can't get T-Mac after seeing him run that sub 4.5, shout out to I don't know how to pronounce his first name, McMillan. Man, he's the Tim Brown 2.0, right? Tim Brown wasn't no blazer. You know what I'm saying? And he was pick 6. Let's make that history repeat itself.
And he was pick 6. It doesn't matter, bro. I'm not. He ran I think he ran a 4.4 today, or either 4.4.
That's right. He ran a 4.48. I think it was a 4.48.
And that's all we need, right? That's all we needed. So from
Correct.
here, bro, I would take him right there because he is the piece. All that,
he is a piece, a whole piece, not a half a piece, not 3/4 of the piece. He will immediately day one be the number 1 wide receiver piece. Period.
And we didn't even bring up the fact that some people have talked about ad nauseum our offensive line and how it's not ready. So if you can say that, there is no way you can sit here and say you're trying to take a running back top 10. Zero sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all. It would have to be one of those greats that we named. The Marshall Faulk, Barry Sanders. That's the only way you're taking that. And the truth is, those guys go first, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when they just... I don't know when Barry Sanders went, but I'm assuming all of them dudes went the top 3.
Yep.
Any of them greats, them upper room Hall of Famers, I'm pretty sure they went the top 3.
And that was years ago. I wasn't even conceived.
Right? Exactly.
I wasn't even conceived, and I have a child now. So at this point now, bro, like it's over. For that day and age of running back.
Yes.
So we rest our case.
Gone.
Right? I think all of us here on the comments here on screen, we all agree, later round running back, take a more position of need at the beginning, right?
Yes.
So, in knowing that, let's kick off the mock draft. Turf.
Yeah, bro.
Let's kick off the mock draft. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, man. Appreciate everybody that tuned in today. We're going to end the show off here with a little mock draft, as we do. So
shout out to Death Foul Picker. Marshall Faulk is the running back coach at Colorado. You are absolutely right, and that is so fire. I'm jealous.
Yeah, that's fire.
Them kids, that alone is going to inspire them. Nobody, I don't know. I mean, maybe he's too old. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old.
No, I saw a clip of it. He
Marshall
was talking that
Faulk,
talk.
bro. I don't
He was
think
talking that
people,
talk, bro. He was talking
bro,
that talk.
Marshall Faulk. I don't think people understand, man. Marshall Faulk was just special. They're not even in the same world. Him and Jeanty aren't even in the same world.
Oh no!
Come on. I mean, not even in the same world, people. It's not even close.
Not even comparable. It's not even comparable. So
yeah, let's hit the draft. Because
you know how people gonna do. But y'all already know
we
what it is.
done beat that dead horse. Yeah,
make sure you guys hit on them buttons. What we gonna do for the mock draft, like we did it last time, bro. Turf is gonna share his screen. We're gonna show you the board, right? And then Turf is gonna make his picks. I'm gonna make my picks on the side. Y'all gonna see how the board is falling. And then at the end, Turf will go through his picks. I'll go through my picks, and then boom.
Which site should we use?
I like PFN. That's just me personally.
PFM?
PFN.
All right,
Pro Football Network.
Yep, I got you. Let me pull this draft up. Draft simulator.
Right.
All right, so how many rounds we going? 7?
I mean, I usually go the whole thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why not? And we are picking. Select my team. Where the hell is my Raiders at? There we go.
I done started one just for the fuck of it, but I don't know if I should keep it up here or not.
Well, hold on. I got this one going. I'm gonna share it out like you say it. Let's go. Let's share. Entire screen. Share.
All right,
there we go.
All right, let's enter it in.
Yep. So, enter the draft.
Hold on, I heard a baby scream. Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh. Yep. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 1749 and wow. Nah, they want the 108 too. They want to. Well, that's giving us 3 picks in the third, 1 in the second, first. This is interesting. This is very interesting. This trade is interesting. What I want to do right now though is check out what happened. You good over there? So number 1 was Cameron Ward.
All right, that just gave you boy energy right there. Love it. All right.
Yep, number 1.
Ooh, this is the board.
This is the board. Cameron Ward.
Shit, it ain't no secret there where I'm going. It is what it is. Well, do we have trade offers?
Yes, we do.
What's the trade
Carter
offers?
is number 2. You got Membow number 3 for the Giants. That is interesting. 4 Travis Hunter. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. And the offensive tackle Will Campbell. That's wild to me. But yeah, this makes it easy for me too, to be honest.
I know where I'm going.
I know where I'm going too. Like it's not even the question.
Right, you can take off the screen.
No. How do we got to do the
trade offer? The green.
There we go.
Yeah.
So this trade right here.
That's not bad.
That's what I said.
But that's too far.
17. Well, is it though?
Well, for me, because I know who I want.
Yeah, and I guess you don't want to tell me.
Damn. You can make the move if you want.
I don't know. Well, this is one of them, right? We got another one too. This is a more reasonable one.
I'm still gonna lose mine.
What is number 12 though? You're gonna lose yours at 12 from 6? And you get two?
Because I'm looking at my little board. I'm damn near identical. Like our picks are identical. No cap. The only thing is on mine, Tennessee took Trav, and was it Cleveland took Cam? But either way it went, bro. Like, you know, the board still felt identical to who's available still.
Right.
So I'm gonna take mine. You can take a trade if you want. Because our board fell identical.
Nah, I'm gonna just take a pick, and everybody should know who I'm about to pick. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
Huh?
No-brainer.
I mean, all right, I'm doing my pick.
Hell yeah!
Shadur Sanders all day, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell
Not
yeah.
even a question. Not even a question.
No question, dog. That was the same pick. That's not even no surprise.
Not even a little bit.
I'm throwing a party. Yeah,
it wasn't. Yeah, it was.
Hey, did you see them together, Turf? They took a picture.
I did see that. Damn,
All
they
right,
got a lot.
we got, man.
Yeah, a lot is coming off the board, but it's so much value. Bro.
There's still some good dudes left, man.
Nah, I don't like.
Okay, let me see how your board fell.
Well, we got our offers to trade, and I don't like any of them.
Oh, my God. No, I don't like any of them, really.
I don't know, though. 37 to 43. 37 to 43, and you get 160. What is 160? What round is 160? That might fall right outside of where the
I know where I'm going. Immediately, I know where I'm going. Let me see how your board is. Oh, yeah. I know where I'm going. I made my pick.
You made yours already?
I sprinted it in.
Let me see. I'm going to reject. I got to see what's out here.
So keep in mind, ladies and gents, Turf and I board are similar. So we are Turf and our board are similar. So we're picking pretty much from the same crop of players.
Right.
Don't tell me you ain't picked yet.
I haven't, man.
My man going through it. It's so much on the board.
It is. It's a lot.
Yeah, well. Oh my God, bro, I'm praying. Fuck. Who took him? I hate them, dog. I hate them.
I gotta see who's. Oh man, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. I ain't gonna lie because I'm stuck.
I mean, it's not stuck, but.
I mean, we just. I'm stuck,
right there.
bro.
He's right there. All right. You still ain't picked?
I still ain't picked, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm in shambles right now. All right, I gotta go with it. Grant.
Ooh, you had Mike Green? Oh, damn, son. Yeah, homie's gonna be gone. We probably gonna have to take Caleb Johnson the second damn round or something. he went to Denver in your draft.
Who?
Boo boo. Caleb Johnson.
Did he? Yeah, cause third round.
Oh, you got lucky.
What?
I just saw how your board fell, but it's all right.
I'm just rejecting. I'm rejecting any of these though. I do want to see what's out there at running back. Judkins is there. Oh, it's game over.
Yeah.
That was easy. Judkins there, the third.
Easy money.
All day.
Easy money.
All day I'm taking him there.
Where's my board falling? I don't know where my board's falling. Oh my God. No way this guy's still here. No way. All right.
Yeah, we still got good linebacker.
Oh, for real? I thought about that. Definitely thought about that. No way this dude's still here. I'll pick him immediately if he's still right there. Ooh.
Oh, wow. They got Scatterbull out there at 194.
I know.
No way I'm picking
I like
him.
this dude right here. I'm going to take this dude.
Yeah, I can't see your board, so we're gonna wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up after. We're gonna put it up after.
You know what?
I know exactly what
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 115. Oh, wow.
143? Damn. Oh, shit. He's going to go out the board. He's going to go out the board. No. Don't take him.
You know what? Yep.
Yes! Beautiful. Let's go. Damn. My next one is 180, bro. Well, what's my defense? What's the defense look like? All these dudes suck. Fuck.
Right now, I got Shador, Kenneth Grant, Judkins, Savion Williams. I'm liking where I'm at so far.
Okay. You know what? For me, this is what I'll do. I know what I'm going to do. Yeah,
I'm just
buddy.
rejecting all trades, too.
Same. We do need a linebacker, but
that's where you hit me right where I was at with it too. I'm like,
we do need a fucking linebacker.
Let's see.
All right, it is what it is.
Oh wow!
I took who I took.
You took your guy already, huh?
I'm at 180. I'm at pick 180 now.
You know what? Oh man, this is
I'm
tough.
at pick 180. Y'all gonna see? There's a dilemma I have, man. Y'all, there's a dilemma I have.
All right, I'm at pick 180. I'm at pick 182.
I like what I see. Oh, see, look, I still got my guy right here, man. I'm good. Oh yeah. We moving. I like everything.
What round is this?
I have zero clue.
We got 4 more.
Zero. Oh, I still got a whole bunch of value.
We got 4 more.
A whole bunch
picks.
of value. Okay, so.
Oh wow.
What is he? 6 feet, 217? Nah, I want bigger.
I'm curious
Little
how
bigger.
running backs is still available. Your boy
I saw
RJ
it.
Harvey is still available
I know.
at 180.
I'm over here going value. right now, man.
Mullings is available too. And Devin Neal is still available at 207. I'm starting to
No
feel
way.
like I picked him a little too early.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
Trevor Etienne is still available.
Pray. I'm praying. Oh, my God, no. They're going to take his ass. I got these. Make it.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
He's got to
sir.
make it.
I gotta go
Fuck.
with linebacker here.
Fuck. Oh, it's getting dicey. No!
Oh, my guy is right here.
I got greedy.
My guy is right here. I already took somebody though. Wow. If I would have
stupid.
known he was gonna be this low. Damn.
I got them.
He said I got down.
I'd have been mad, bro. I'd have been like, if this how this would have played out, I'd have been mad.
All right.
If I was in the draft room.
Man, that kid was good too. Bro, it's tough, man. This is tough. Yeah,
I'm
this
still
is
thinking about
tough.
the pick before. You know what? Fine.
Yeah, this is tough, bro. I messed myself up. I'm going with the best available. I have to.
Facts. That's what I'm about to do.
I have to. Yeah. I have
It
to.
is what it is at this point.
Yeah, we got 3 more picks. I'm at 213. Where you at?
222. I'm about to be done.
He said I better not see Shador at 6 run down.
Who said that?
Too late. 805.
Jeff, you about to be sorely mistaken.
Bro, I can't believe Devin Neal just went to the Cowboys at 211. That's crazy. Yo, there are so many running backs in this draft, yo. if we pick I'm mad I picked Judkins in the third right now.
I'm mad I didn't pick who I wanted in the fifth.
I'm confused right now.
All right, I'm done.
You got all of them?
Yeah, I got all mine. I'm still mad.
Bro, Taj Brooks is still there at 197. Yo,
you got a good one.
Crazy. Bro, this is crazy.
Motherfucker got smart with mine.
Bro, the tight end from Iowa is there at 205. We don't need a tight end.
All right, we're going to wait for Unk's pick.
Yeah.
I'm going to let people know right now. If you are a fan of trench ball, come mess with me. Trench baby ball. Boy, oh, you tweaking?
Who that?
Your board is good. You man.
I'm trying though. I mean, I'm having a hard time with this one.
Oh, Kobe Hudson's nice.
You know what? You know what?
Left hook.
Yep.
Right back up.
Where we at? Oh man, they make it real hard, bro.
Man, take Taj. Well, nah, I can't tell you. Go ahead and take.
I know. I want to so bad. Because it kind of he's like he could be a tweener. I mean, he's quick. But we need wide receiver help too, and I like this kid Hudson.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? We need wide receivers. I'm going with Hudson. Last pick. Wow. Bro, you got the running back from Michigan there. Bro, there are so many running backs, bro. I just don't understand.
Bro.
Right,
so we going to show Turf's list.
I'm confused, bro. I feel like I got Judkins too early.
I didn't see that. Okay.
What's that?
I didn't see that. I saw you got Savion.
Yeah.
Savion Williams.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We need wide receivers, bro. We need, right? If we get Shador, there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, Turf situation. Why is it not working? I expect it to. Oh, because I'm sharing. All
right.
Not working. Yeah, because you should be able to share. Yep.
Boom. All right, that's Turf. He got Kenneth Grant in the second. I like it. Quinn Sean in the third, of course, everybody. I like that. Savion in the fourth. I like that. You got a tackle. I don't know who that is, but you had to get a tackle, though.
From UConn. I know who he is.
We got a linebacker. What school is that?
Cal.
Oh, that's Cal? I can't see that.
Yeah, it's Cal.
And then Dalton, Oklahoma State. Kobe Hudson. I like Kobe. And, of course, I love Khalil Mulling. So, solid draft. Solid draft overall. I say very solid draft. What's the grade, y'all?
Yep, give me a grade.
What does Turf get? A through F. Let us know.
A through F for Turf. Now let's pick it. Let's look at yours. I'm gonna stop sharing mine so we can see yours. Yeah. So you got Shador as well. You got
I
Walter.
went Walter Nolan.
Okay.
At 37. Bro.
Okay.
I went Walter Nolan 37. Quinshawn got picked for the Giants 2 picks before me, so I was forced to get Travion Henderson. So forced. I like Kyron Lacey, bro. Not a lot of people are talking about him no more because he had a little incident off the field.
Right.
But if you look at him, bro, I really like him. I got us some linebacker help with Bassa, right, with Jeffrey Bassa from Oregon, and I really saw he had a good Senior Bowl. So every time I see him, I just kind of pick him.
Just pick him up. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Peebles, I really like. He had another good Senior Bowl, so it's another guy I pick up. So if you look, bro, I went heavy in the trenches, for real.
Right.
Heavy in the trenches. Ty Hamilton at Ohio State, got a guard out of Oregon State, and then ended mine off back too, but with Woody Marks from USC. So
yeah, I like Woody Marks.
Yeah.
Yep. Again, another solid draft. Somebody gave me an F. Jeff.
Yeah, because Aiden O'Connell isn't in the draft, so he wanted you to do that. All right, but what's the grade, man? What's the grade? Give rundown the grade, man, for the mock draft, man. Where we sitting at? A through F.
You know, I'm honestly going to give you. I would give you a B plus. I would give you a B plus. You got our needs. You got our needs. We got maybe one D tackle too many.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But then again, I was like, fuck it.
That's how I felt about the offensive tackles.
When I'm in like the later rounds, and I'm like, bro, like these are the best players available. Like, feel me? Like, I'm just, at this point, I'm gonna make sure that like the training camp is really gonna be like, the Joker shit when he broke the pool stick. He was like, we're gonna have tryouts and shit, and then everybody gotta, you feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be to the death. That's what it's gonna be.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. No, that was fire, bro.
Nah,
that was a good
I know some people don't like Lacey, but shit, I know people that forgot about him.
Right.
I know people forgot about him. He's nice though to me. I was mad, bro, because I really wanted, instead of that. See, that's why I got mad, because at 213, I was like, all right, I'm gonna get Khalil Mullings. Like that's what I wanted.
And somebody took him.
He got picked 2 picks before that, so I was like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna.
You remember who took him?
Let me see. 213. Where'd you go? The Ravens, dog.
Oh wow!
And 3 picks before.
Oh wow! They want to replace.
I know. I was so mad. That was the one. And Devin Neal went to the Packers, which I like.
So I'm trying to find where did the wide receiver go? Okay, he went to the Chicago Bears. McMillan at 10 in my draft.
McMillan went to the Saints for me.
Yep.
He went to the Saints for me.
At 9. Will Johnson, cornerback. He went to Panthers. Who did the Panthers pick up?
For me, they went Michael Williams. Ashton Jeanty went 12 for me. Where'd he go for you?
12, the Cowboys. It's exactly where everybody. That's where I expect him to go. 10, yeah, there's nowhere else he's going. Who else is going to pick him?
Not top 10.
And the Cowboys are making a mistake.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
The Cowboys are making a mistake because they just lost their guy. What's that kid's name? Dowell or he got Dowell. Yeah, Rico. He went somewhere else. So yeah.
So this is a guy, here go, Broncos picking up a dude from Ohio State, the Tyleek Williams. I know Severe was talking about him, so I got to go check him out. But, I like how both of our drafts failed nonetheless, man. I think we did our thing when it comes to that.
Right. Yeah.
So, been a long show, man. Appreciate everybody, but this is one of the ones, of course, man. This is one of the ones we always gotta get into one of these days and really get to talking that ball, man. So appreciate everybody in the chat, right, of course, for tapping in with us today on this Monday evening. Make sure you guys are tapping on the like button. Yeah, and again, if you're feeling what you're hearing, hit on the subscribe button as well, not only on the rundown, but on my guy Unk's Turf channel as well, man. So anything you want to say to people before we get on out of here, man?
Man, I loved it, man. I can't wait to chop this one up. This was a real good one on some, some talking points from some running backs, man. Again, we're not perfect. We're not right all the time, right? It's just our thoughts based on our experiences. The people that we follow, man. And all I can tell y'all is I just don't see any of these. I haven't seen anybody come close to the greats. I can't even think of anybody. Like, who's the last person that you can think of that really was going to surpass that mark of one of those APs or Tomlinsons? Or I just...
Saquon is only.
Saquon is but that's the thing. I already think he's there.
Yeah,
I think he's there already. He's there. That's that. Yeah.
But see that, but when he was coming out, that's the one that everybody was like, "Well, yeah, he's the one." You know what I mean? But I just think
that's it.
We're already seeing the generational. In my opinion, so.
Exactly. You watching it in the flesh right now, exactly. So
yeah, we're already seeing the generational. In my opinion.
And it is amazing. Like, I see what he's doing. Yeah. I don't know how y'all can't see it, but what he's doing is crazy. I mean, the man is outstanding. By far the best running back in the NFL. No question. I don't think anybody would try to argue that.
Yeah, 100%. So that's the show, ladies and gents, man. I think this has been one for the ages, man. I think this is a good stopping point.
We went in, bro. Yeah, we went in, bro. I appreciate it,
It's a good stopping point for sure. But we definitely appreciate everybody up in here, man. I'm going to go get me some food. Yeah, I know, Turf, you got your show tomorrow.
Yep.
Make sure you guys are keeping your notifications on because I will be going live throughout the week, whatever. Just bringing you draft content, talking about some of the stuff. Maybe if the Raiders make a move or whatever, we'll go live. But appreciate everybody up in here, man, for today's Turf and Rundown special, man. Make sure you guys are hitting them buttons. Yes, and you already know, man, we're going to see you soon. Until then, peace.